Hey friends, episode 47 of Dub Life coming at you right now from Dragon Con 2019. This is from the Aloft Hotel where Victoria and I are staying. And let me show you the room before we even get started. Check it out. Let me show you around the room. You walk in the door here, and away you got the bathroom, toilet, shower, nice big shower. Got the refrigerator, mini fridge. We got some prizes there to put in it. You come in, closet, microwave, safe area, two nice beds, look like the comfortable Marriott bedding, TV on the wall. Very familiar if you watch my travel. I've stayed in a loft here and there. Got some goodies, some various things we need. I have both mine and Victoria's luggage. And this is a nice room. So the view's pretty good, just right through over there. Within about a 2-minute walk, we can be in the Hyatt, which is a host hotel. And right there, that glass building right there is that whole complex, 4 stories, is like the quote unquote shopping show floor. So pretty nice room. So we're pleased with this room, or I am. Hopefully Victoria will be when she gets here in a few hours. The show technically doesn't start until, I don't know if it technically starts until Friday morning. There are some masterclass tracks today for masterclass art and writing and costume designing and that type of stuff that you have to pay for separately. And then there's like the orientation, the welcome to Dragon Con. I think the formal kickoff ceremonies are at 7. There's a lot we're gonna do tonight, including if you've ever seen Puddles the Clown, big 6'6" clown that was on America's Got Talent, and he has a residency at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. It's our friend Mike and his band. He's local here when he's in town. And his band used to always play the kickoff to Dragon Con on Thursday night, and he's in town this week. So we'll get to see him and his band later this evening, a long time from now. But I have several hours where it's just me. And there's not much going on because the show's not formally open. This is like vendor setup day. Yesterday and today was. I did post some Instagram story exclusive content last night. I wandered around. There were some parties going on last night. Showed you some of that, which by the time you're watching this was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But hopefully you caught that. It is my birthday weekend. Sunday's my birthday. Dragon Con is almost always my birthday because Dragon Con is always Labor Day weekend. And Labor Day is always the first Monday in September. So it is only when that Monday is September 7th that Dragon Con happens, not on my birthday. If I consider Wednesday Dragon Con, which I do, because that's when I come down. So it will be my birthday on Sunday. I don't know that we'll do anything special for that. It'll just be Dragon Con. But anyway, I want to welcome you to the video. What I think I'm going to do is go to Oxford Comics, Atlanta's kind of famous comic store downtown. I don't know that I've ever shown it to you. If I have, I haven't shown it to you much. And I'm going to go look around there. I'm going to get some breakfast. I would like to try that Starbucks pumpkin cream cold brew. So I'm going to get that for breakfast. And it is PSL season, which I like very much. I've already had one yesterday or 2 days ago and spilled it all over myself. But let's get this party started. Check out some breakfast and some comics and get ready for Dragon Con. Benefit here is I can get in and out with my car with just my key. I don't have to do valet. There's the Heart of City, Bank of America building. Although the slot I bet will fill up. Even though it's for the hotel because they allow public parking here too. It's expensive. It's like $7 an hour. So I don't want to get to where I can't get parked. So this may be the only time I use my car. It won't be busy enough, I don't think, right now. Until tomorrow. I get something in my belly. Arrival, Starbucks over here on Piedmont Road, kind of on the way to Buckhead near Oxford Comics. You can see there's the Bank of America building that I showed you last clip over the parking lot. So we've moved about 5 miles, different part of the city. And I ordered online, so it should be ready here any moment. And I got a bacon Gouda sandwich. Ooh, this is called Il Bacchio Pizzeria right over there. Does that mean the bacon? I don't think it does, but if it did, I'd be having it. I got the Nitro Cold Brew Pumpkin Cream. Let's go see what it is. Got the bacon Gouda sandwich and the pumpkin cold brew cream and some, I don't know. It looks wonderful. Let's have some. I'm sitting outside because it's kind of overcast. I'm in the shade. Sometimes at DragonCon it'll be like 120 degrees. I think the high is only going to be 90 this week. It'd be in the 80s most of the time. It'd be great if fall was here. Let's have a sip. A sip. That first sip feeling. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's wonderful. Going back in the mouth again. Oh, that pumpkin cream is something else. I have arrived now at Oxford Comics and Games. It's like a mile even further toward Buckhead. And this is kind of Atlanta's famous comic shop. It's usually pretty expensive, but we'll see what they have. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. See you in the bee. People want those shampoo bottle things. I don't think I do. Let's see. Astonishing Ant-Man. These are trades. There's store books I need to look for while I'm here. Banks. Statues. I know that's one that David really wants. What a mess coat there. Figure Arts Iron Man. Strange. Look how big the Monster Arts King Ghidorah is. That box is huge. Some other statues. Overwatch Select. Is that Psylocke? Yeah, it comes. All these come a part of a danger room. Dewdog has combined them. Legends usually over here. There's the Storm that Steve keeps looking for. It's a Legends. Nothing I need though. Alright. In this room is usually DC stuff, yeah. A little bit of everything actually. Batman animated things. Poison Ivy. I think I have every one of these. I don't think there are any of those I need. Let's see. DC Collectibles, Multiverse, Walking Dead, Brightest Day. Oh, this is the motorcycle, right? This is new. It's just normal retail price. That's a thing I need. I don't know that I need it quite yet. And I do actually need this set. Probably not today either. Not when I'm at DragonCon. It's gonna have to be something I really want. And it's hard to find. That Batcycle just came out, I think last week. They always have a nice selection here. A bunch all over the place. I could get that and wear it at DragonCon. Nice wall of books. Various recent releases and some older. Up here, it's like a almost like an old house. Oh, that was this week. And the D23 cover. That's an awesome cover. I may have to get that Marvel 1000 D23 cover. They've got it priced below anything I've seen anywhere, even though it's really expensive. But that comic cover is awesome, and I think it's actually a good investment, especially if you get it graded. Here's the statue case. Let me flip it. This is much more of a traditional comic store in that they have a number of various statues, but they got a bunch of figures I showed you, and then up like on the walls here, there's Play Arts Kai, there's Mayfax, Figure Arts, there's just everything in here. And it's in like an old house, so you keep going into different rooms. It's kind of the way it works. But I don't need to show you too much more footage because we got a lot of stuff to go this week. Oh, what's that bird doing? Going through their Thor books, they do have a number of different things I'm considering. So I just want to see where I'm at. Maybe I'll try to bundle it with that Marvel Comics 100. They bag them, but they don't put boards. I have extra boards, but not until I get home, so I don't love that. It's a good new book week. Absolute Carnage 2, Marvel Comics 1000. Silver Surfer Black. Is that a new? I probably need to be picking this up and trying to read it. I like the Silver Surfer run. That was before that one. I really should be trying to read it. There's a lot of good new books. Look at that Pink Ranger cover. That's awesome. I ended up with a big box of stuff. Thank you, car. And I was in there a while. I was in there about 2.5 hours. So now I'm going to find some lunch, then go back to the hotel and chill until Victoria gets here. And that's when I'll show you what all I picked up. I have chosen roasters, chicken ribs and veggies for lunch. No idea if it's good. Yelp says it's good. Never been here. Not usually in this area of town. Let's see. Since it's roasters, I feel like I should get rotisserie chicken. That chicken in the picture looks great. Maybe some chicken and some sides. Pretty busy actually to be. It's after 1 o'clock. Got some cornbread and they look great. And there we go. Some rotisserie chicken, broccoli casserole, lima beans, some tea. Ooh. That's nice. Back in the room. And I have a little bit of time. Several hours probably. Victoria should be leaving her job here in about 5-10 minutes. She's got a couple hours to get to the MARTA. She's gonna leave her car at the MARTA, like our subway in Atlanta. Then ride into, if you saw the Atlanta Comic-Con video, the really deep underground MARTA station. I'll walk over there and get her from there. We'll probably drop our stuff back off in the room, her stuff, before we go get our badges. And then the antics will begin. Let me show you what I picked up at Oxford. So you can see it was a pretty big haul of stuff. So we got some Loki books, Thor Ragnarok Prelude. This is the Jason Aaron where Jane becomes Thor, some of those. I only have like these in trade and Thor God of Thunder in trade. And some of that I was actually reading digitally. I wasn't getting physical copies, so I got to fill them in. And these are various mini-series, The Mighty Avenger, Blood Oath. Look at that pig. I liked those covers, hip-hop cover and a Mary Jane cover. That's the current run of Thor, as is this. I get the one with the 3D glasses. Got that variant generations. I got a couple sketches, that's Unworthy Thor sketches, that I'm going to get something on at Dragon Con. A couple Volume 1 and Volume 2 Thors. And then more of the recent stuff. I read the previous Silver Surfer, but I have not started reading Silver Surfer Black. I heard it was good, so I got the first 3 A covers. I got a second of the A cover. This A cover's got a crease in it, so it was cheap. That one's a little more expensive. Picked up 3 different Marvel Comics 1000. Got the like 90s version with Thanos. I got the Scotty Young. I think I'm going to give that to David. And then I did pick up the one from D23 and Mickey Mouse that everybody's after. So I'm very happy about that. Pretty good haul, I say. So I'm going to rest. I do need to put some of these with boards and bags. I did pick up boards and they basically gave them to me. I got a big bundle discount, so thanks to Oxford Comics. And that's kind of a thing I'm going to try to do at Dragon Con this year, is fill in my Thors. You've seen I've been trying to catch up on that recently. Art, I now have, I think, 6 blank covers that I'm going to try to get commissions on. And, you know, if there's a hot toy or figure art, there's not, the thing is I have all the figure arts that I collect anymore. I mean, there could be 1 or 2 Dragon Ball really rare ones, but I'm probably not going to spend the money on those. Maybe a hot toy, like Red Skull, if that showed up or something like that, I could see that. But probably more focused on art and comics and, like, unique things. So, should be fun. I'm going to rest, and I'll talk to you when I'm going to get Victoria. Well, yep. Oh, it's Top Gun. That's, all right. I'm walking to find Victoria. and Top Gun started happening, so I gotta wait. And hopefully she knows where she's going. I think she does. There seem to be some creatures on stilts coming this way. I'm on Peachtree Street, right in front of the Hyatt. If you know downtown Atlanta, that's where I am. We got these things. Fun? Okay. There's a marching band up there, but I think Victoria's in that group of people. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The marching band is actually marching. There. I don't even know how to point over there, but somewhere over there. Marching band. I see tubas. And there's also dinosaurs. Victoria doesn't know her way around Atlanta.
No, but I followed suitcases and then I followed the marching band.
Neither of which have any guarantee to get you anywhere other than somewhere. Just a place.
It's true.
But the marching band's fairly loud.
Yeah.
Here's the streetery. They've got Cajun sausage. You want one of those right now?
Not right this second.
No. All right, well, somebody just left their drawers right there. But we're going to go drop Victoria's stuff at the hotel, and then we got to go get our badge. It's just a bus endlessly honking. That's not going to do you any good. Don't drive around here if that's what you're going to be doing. Whoop. Fast forward. We dropped Victoria's stuff off, and now we're in it. In it to win it. This is the Hyatt. Way busier than it was last night. And we've got to go to Sheraton to get our badges, which will be its own thing. Quite busy. So, walking across the Sky Bridge toward the Marriott, into the Hilton, then into the Sheraton. I'll see if I see anything interesting. It's wrestling night, so probably see a lot of wrestling items. If I see anything cool, I'll show you. We rushed over here, or that's the Sheraton. They had Legionnaire's disease, by the way, if you followed the news. We ran over here quickly. I didn't film anything because Damien was near the front of the line and we could have got in line. He was holding our spot, but we did not get here in time. So now we are walking down the world's longest line to the back, which is several blocks away, but it never stops really. Usually they get in the back and you'll walk straight through. It's a pretty quick process considering they're getting like 100,000 people badges. It goes pretty fast, especially compared to last week at Bubba Fest where 5,000 people, it took 700 hours. G to the B. We found the back of the line, which is all the way around the hotel. But so if you like line discussions, get ready because there's going to be like 10 of those this video, because you do a lot of this. Let's see, it's 6:16 is when we got in the back of the line, so we will see how long this takes. There's a lot of people. This hotel is encompassing 2 square blocks of the city, and it's wrapped all the way around completely, 100%.
Thus far, it feels like it's moving quickly, though.
Yeah, I mean, it'll move quickly, and quickly will mean an hour, but it won't be 3 hours.
Where,
yeah.
we were just standing there, so
We'll see how it goes. This will be, even though it's long, it'll probably be the fastest line that we encounter. Most of the other lines, you do not move for most of the time you're standing in line because you're waiting on the doors to open for something. But I'll check back in when we got our get badges and we figure out what we're going to go do tonight, which hopefully is something fun. Only 20 minutes later, we're inside now in the spiral lines of doom, but no longer wrapped around the building. That went really fast. I don't think we took one step at Bubba Fest in 20 minutes. As you can see, there's just many, like, looks like 27 booths you can get your ticket from. I still don't understand why cons can't send you stuff ahead of time. Genuinely curious about that, because it doesn't seem like any con just will send it to you. I don't know why that is. Almost done though. Rub it. Well, success. Success. It took us 33 minutes. Not bad at all for the number of people that were in that line and how long we had to walk. This used to take hours, but they've gotten a lot better at it. So, do you want Nana G's chicken waffles?
I don't know. I have to see what the options are.
Well, it's called Nana G's chicken waffles.
Oh, I meant
I don't think it's hamburgers.
No, I meant like there's multiple chunks.
Oh. That's the Sheraton what we just walked out of. Number of food trucks. Probably just gonna eat something quick from there because it'll be cheap, and then go find some of our friends at a party. And let's see, they got Dragon's Blood lemonade at Nana G chicken waffles. A bacon-infused Belgian waffle topped with maple syrup and powder. Ooh. Have retrieved the chicken and waffles. What'd you get, a hot dog and chips?
Yes.
Look at this. You don't want that?
Well, I don't.
It's golden and delicious.
I saw a hot dog and it's so
bacon
delicious.
infused.
I actually left my line to go get a hot dog because it looks so good.
It looked like the one just from like the gas station.
I know, but I like that.
Oh, chicken and waffles were good. We're at the Grand Ballroom for the 80s prom party. Just gonna stop by. We should have some friends in here and say hello. I don't know how long we'll stay because there's a concert we're going to, but we're going to at least. Oh, you can't go in that way. That way, gotta go that way. T and a B. Victoria.
Yeah.
There's Pikachu.
I know.
Are you gonna go booty dance with Pikachu? You may as well go. Once you go.
No.
I don't understand, Victoria. There's a Demogorgon right there. And you can take a prom picture with the Demogorgon.
Yeah. I don't. The problem is
You might go the upside
I
down.
don't know how to pose properly.
Oh, you let them eat your head. Yes.
Okay.
Success. I wasn't screaming at Jenny. No, it wasn't me. It's not my fault. Oh, hey. Oh, Victoria. Papa's right there. Just say. I like the bottle. Well, I mean, it's flattering. I'm asking. Should I ask? Should I ask? Find out some information. The digits. Come on, Pikachu wants a little there. Yes. Yeah. Just give him a little shake. Give him a little shake. Yeah. That's where you are. Yeah. Yeah, he's there. Yeah. Yes. Pikachu and it up with the hot stepper. I think Pikachu was just trying to holler at the Demogorgon. Yeah, there was some type of situation. Jenny, what are you taking pictures of? All things?
All things.
Me? Mahani? Oh yeah, should I go with you? Yes, that's right. You know how it is. Good to see you. Should I get a picture with the Gorgon? I think so. I'm going. Woo! Gotta shake it. Yeah, I want a Gorgon picture. How you doing? How's it going? Oh, now one like this. Jenny! Yeah! Thank you. Yeah. No. Jenny stole Damien from me. Sing it, Damien. I know what. Oh, touch it. Oh, Footloose started and Victoria just disappeared into the ether of people. Maybe she's finally dancing with Humber. Rub that thing now. I have found her. It appears as though she's dancing with a Viking. Maybe the Burger King. Alrighty. It's a mystery. The feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives. Did you have fun dancing with the hot sauce guy from the bottom?
That's not who I was referencing.
He got the sauce.
He does. Sauce is the boss, too.
That drip.
That's such an unusual person to sprint on the dance floor. I don't know
That's not what happened.
happening. Oh, the cat just tried to take it.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You know. We're in Trader Vic's now. Gonna go see what Big Mike's working with. He is gonna be very busy in here. I guess. Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, hey. And there's bunnies dancing. You wanna say hey? Victoria's immediately dancing. Dance. Hey. Victoria has disappeared over there.
Alone, looking out for a place to go.
Party girl, don't get hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, I push it down.
Yeah, rock that theremin.
Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah, you can dance, you can die, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, singing the dancing queen.
Chandelier, the chandelier,
all the glory of love, like a knight in shining armor from a long time ago.
Help me, I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass filled till morning light, 'cause I'm just holding on for dear life.
Down the street, there's a light in this place. You open the door, he's got that look on his face. He asks you where you've been, he'll tell you what you've seen, and you talk about everything.
All by myself. Don't wanna be.
Are you coming here? You're just what I needed. I needed someone to be. I guess you're just what I needed. I needed someone to bleed.
All by myself.
'Cause I know what it means to walk alone the lonely street of dreams. Here I go again on my own, walking down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. to recall as I wander on. As clear as the sun in the summer sky. Yeah, yeah. More than I feel it when I hear that old song that they play. I begin dreaming till I see Mary and walk away. You first blood, true first blood, I'm no one's son. Call me young God. Ask about Venus, you haven't grown a show. Wherever you are, I believe the heart, it will go on. You're here. There's nothing I feel, and I know the heart it will go.
Alrighty. That was fun.
Yeah,
I don't know how much. We stayed for 2 full sets of Big Mike and Tongo Hidi's concert. Big Mike is our buddy, and if you know who Puddles the Clown is, he was on America's Got Talent in 2017, did really well, got to the final 8 or something like that. But and Mike has a residency at Caesar's Palace,
Right.
in Vegas as Puddles, and he used to just play locally here all the time. And they're really good, and he's so much fun. He's a nice guy. So I don't know how much of that I could keep in. I'm going to try to keep a lot, but I might get copyright pinged over and over again and get put in the no-no prison. So I hope you enjoyed that. We enjoyed it. And now we are going to go upstairs of the Hilton and just kind of gradually probably work our way back toward the hotel, I would think. Just slowly. Is that right, Victoria?
Yes.
And see what we can see. Kind of, there'll be a lot going on, but not as much as the future nights because there's no formal parties or anything. It's just chaos. So I hope you like that. We're having a good time. Hot chicken.
It's a big TARDIS. Get in there with the doctor. Go away if that's what you like. I'm gonna walk over here, see what's happening out here with the DJ. Oh! Victoria's in line. She's gonna answer the phone. Let's see. Oh, hey, yes. Oh, yes. Too sweet. Yes, sir. Oh, nice. I'm wearing my villain shirt from the Elite. Oh, hey, DP. Oh, it's funny. Oh, boys and girls. There's still a lot going on out here. Victoria, how was your trip with the doctor? Oh.
Moved into the Marriott. It's pretty busy. Oh, wonderful. Cersei and Jon Snow. I'm going to see if I can find Xavier Woods at some point during the convention. He's on the floor right now, or somewhere in the show, across these 10 city blocks, dressed as Jack Skellington. Yeah, that's a naked guy. Yeah, with the captain's shield. Yeah, he's naked. We found Xavier the last couple of years. We're gonna try to find him at some point during the show because Victoria wants a selfie.
I mean, I would like that.
Yeah, it's fun. He is just out here hanging out like the rest of us too. He ain't big time and nobody. He's a good dude. Rub it. Control and carbonite. Yeah, that's a giraffe. I don't know why. Is it? Yeah, Toys R Us giraffe. Maybe he stole it from the Toys R Us as they were going on a business. It is very difficult to walk around over. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a big axe. Just gonna keep it up like this so you can see. It is absolute chaos here. Night 1 at Dragon Con. Full chaos. Oh, hey, somebody pinched my booty and I liked it.
I just stepped over here to just show you all the, it's a lot. Oh. Maybe there was the underwear party up there. We came up on the loft. There's not much going on up here, it's just a bunch of people. Not an underwear party. It's a cool perspective to look down there and everything. Pretty cool. Look at that. That is fantastic. The Wally and the R2 and the BB-8 and the Jawa. Oh, that's wonderful. Go talk to him, Victoria. No? Yeah, talk to the Jawa. Oh, that's wonderful. Yay!
We're in the Hyatt. Hyatt's not quite as busy as the rest. We're almost back to the hotel. But Sway has Atlanta's only all-you-can-eat pie bar. That could happen on one of these. It's fantastic. And you can just get that. You can just order the pie bar. We'll talk to you when we get to the room.
Tip, the ice cream's really expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, we got these two and that for $26.
Oh, you're not joking.
$26.
I was
That
about
was
to.
more than was on the tag. The thing. I think it said those were 6 and this was 4.
Oh, really?
She got her big too.
Oh, from the bunny too.
I'm gonna go
My
down.
goodness. Sometimes you're just in the elevator with bunnies talking about ice cream prices. Did you have a good first half of the day of Dragon
I
Con?
did. It was very fun.
So Thursday is really a preview day. There's a few formalized things I think I talked to you about, but this is not anywhere near what happens tomorrow. And then Saturday is crazy. But our plans change. We start to go to panels. Victoria's getting pictures made, shopping, arcades, concerts, Aly and AJ,
Yeah.
whatever that is. And I don't know. So you'll see a lot. This video will make no sense probably from here on out. Not that it did now. It'll be scattered. I probably will do a poor job of telling you what we're about to do and introducing things. I'm sorry. Random crap just happens when you're here. And I don't want it to be super long. So I'm going to try to make it one part, but I don't know. What do you have to say with your cucumber water?
I stan the trombone man and the theremin man.
Talk to you in the morning. Good morning with a NOS already. And a Victoria.
Hey.
And some blank covers. So we have a weird morning. We're going to try to run to the artist alley. So I've already got 4 commissions that I'm doing from a guy named Dan Doherty, who is probably my favorite artist that I've got commissions from. I have a bunch of his art in my house. I can't speak. But that's going to be real quick. So no shopping yet, because then we have to go get in line to see David Tennant's panel, the 10th Doctor, the second to best Doctor.
He's my fave.
Number 11 is the best. And go from there. So be scattered. It's going to be scattered the rest of the video, but let's go. I may have gas.
Oh.
Once again, walking all the way around the building to get in a line. There's a lot of that here. But this is a situation where the thing hasn't opened yet. There's nowhere to go.
I don't know if we have time to do this right now, because we're going to leave this line and go get another line. And this does not seem to have an end in sight. But, oh well. Chicken. Only took us about 20 minutes to get in here. If we're quick, we should be fine. This is America's Mart. We're actually going to go up one more time. There are 4 full floors of shopping at Dragon Con, and this building's huge. It's a city block big. I know you can't see it right now. You can see Victoria. Well, somewhere. There she is. 3 full floors of vendors and whatever. And then a 4th floor that is, you can see here, comic and pop artist Aly, which is where we're headed to drop these books off. Then go get another line. So later, we will spend some extended time in here. Just don't have that time right now, but it's just open. Probably people still getting set up. But art is the thing I'm going to pay a special attention to. There's Dan right there. Or there's the booth at least. I don't see him. We're definitely getting the some of this action. He's not here yet. It is about 2 hours since I last talked to you. We tried to see David Tennant, and the line was, I would say, the equivalent of, this hotel is 2 square city blocks, 4 at least city blocks. It seems like you had to be in line realistically about 8 a.m. to guarantee a place for an 11:30 show. It's quite a long line, so we did not do that. We'll have to try to see him another way somehow. There's someone in just underpants. And now we don't know what to do because that was our big event for Victoria, and so I'm going to have to fix that, and I don't know how to do that. But we will figure out what's next shortly, and hopefully, play chess with the Jawa. Do you want to do that?
I think part of the reason Harry Potter was successful was that it was so archetypal. The chosen one with the secret powers and the orphan, like that, it was so archetypal. But she also really got kid humor, like the berry bots, every flavored beans, and all of it. Like, it was partially successful because yes, it was archetypal that we could all identify, but it was also that she really got the audience that she was writing for.
We have this now happening.
Oh.
What? Oh! So as you saw, a couple clips, we snuck into this, it's completely full, discussion of villains in young adult literature like Harry Potter and Hunger Games. It's pretty good. Several authors up there. Victoria's now looking at these prop replicas. And as you saw, she was going to have to go to Azkaban.
Yeah.
Do you want this broom? Do you want to ride it? Do you want to just put it on and ride it? No?
No, I don't think so.
Oh well. It's the King of Pops booth, but it's not ready, I don't think. Are you going to get a King of Pops? Are you going to get the tangerine basil? No.
Wait, are you ready or? I am.
Oh, she is ready. Cookies and
I'm
cream.
still considering anyway.
But you can Apple Pay. Does that please you?
That's always fun.
Oh.
Please.
What flavor did you get?
Orange cream.
I got carpet flavor.
It was a crazy ride. It was really satisfying for me. I agree with what you said about the performances. Some of the most phenomenal acting I have seen in a show. And I appreciate that they gave it 3 seasons because I think they had an objective from start to finish. And we can argue with exactly how they got there, but I do think that ultimately they achieved what they were trying to achieve.
It was a good panel on Legion, fan panel, that we enjoyed. And now we're walking over to the Hilton for a Rankin Bass animation panel. Folks that did The Hobbit, my favorite thing from childhood. And walking through Sky Bridge. It's still not that busy yet, at least over here. I don't see a line outside. That's good.
A little bit hungry. Feel like somebody keeps touching my bottom.
Busy in here. Busy in the Hilton. Busy in the Hilton. Let's see. Oh, squeeze it. Oh. All right. Oh, Ant-Man. Ant-Man's bottom.
Oh, right there.
Oh, pizzas. Yay.
Yes, pizzas.
Do you want to get an item of drink from over here? Some porridge, maybe? Oh.
Next to me, who has been studying their work and constructed some wonderful materials so that we may learn about their achievements. And I'd like to allow him to introduce himself and please.
Hi, I'm Rick Goldschmidt. I'm the historian biographer for Rankin Productions. And we came here today to talk a little bit about the animation process.
They run across smog and stuff like that. So could you shed some light on their adaptation of this film?
Well, they won a Peabody and a Christopher Award, which they didn't win many awards, which is shocking. You would think Rudolph would have gotten an Emmy or something, and even The Hobbit. But I remember at the time when it came out, it was sponsored by the Xerox company, and I remember a lot of my friends had read the books and were so excited that it was finally going to be on television. And I actually helped with a documentary about all the films and the animated things called Ringers back in 2006. And I went to Sundance and saw the screening of it and everything, and I was impressed by how seriously people take the films. And
yeah, power loader and an alien and Big T. Maybe that's, I don't know what else over there with Big T. Huh? Rogue.
We're finished with the Rankin Bass panel. It was good. We're walking over to do some shopping, I think. That's where Big T is, still down there. What else is down there?
Who's that big,
Big cloaked figure? I don't know. The devil.
We arrived at the shopping. We are on floor 1 of 4. No real intent here. Just kind of meander about, see what catches our eye, tickles the fancy, and goes way back there. 4 floors of it. So see what we can see. Oh, yeah, yell it, scream it, touch it. Put it in the mouth, hey-oh. World in Chains chainmail.
That's cool.
Victoria's looking at Luke Skywalker's lightsaber here at Ripley's Pub. Victoria, you can donate to the largest human hairball. I think you put on a glove and run it through your hair and put it on the hairball. Yeah, do you want to do that?
I don't think I'm
You could be in a Ripley's.
Donate a piece of hair, I'll give you a pin.
You get a pin if you donate a piece of hair.
I like my hair as is.
No. I like these prints that kind of change as you move.
Some of them change like 3 times.
Yeah, they're cool. I almost bought several last year.
And Spider-Man changes.
Does Spider go into miles?
And
Does it change again?
Spider-Man.
Oh, if I go, there's 3. Yeah, you're right. Because you're Peter or Peter B.
And then
There's your models. Night King. Danny. They're kind of cool. Some props and figures and what have you. What's that you're looking at? Zoolander?
Yeah.
Various things. Nothing that I really need here.
Meaning it's incredibly good looking.
Zoolander, that's pop?
Yeah.
Oh. This booth at Sussex
dice booth stays busy the whole show. It's actually probably about 6 booths. They have all kind of dice for your RPGs, and they just stay busy.
Their makeup brushes
From
like Harry
Fringe,
Potter, like
Harry Potter. The pink one. Oh, those are wand makeup brushes. The banner. Victoria's favorite, Ramsay Bolton banner. I like these stained glass window art. Geek Orthodox. Look at the Targaryen fire and blood stained glass. That's cool. Rebel base comics and toys. I think it's in Charlotte. I've been there. Towards going in on the pops. I see it. Queenie. Let's see. Lord of the Rings. But that's all current stuff. Nothing I need. Pop toys. No. I don't believe there's anything here I need. They do have these McFarlane Harry Potter. They look awful. Voldemort's no. Nagini's cool. Patronus.
The Patronuses are good.
Henry Cisneros booth. I like these, the turtles. David almost bought that full set last year.
R2D2.
Yeah. I had that Vader. I really like this. It's just like if you look closely, you can just see all the different gears and parts they make them from. I think they're cool. I like the art a lot. Now we're at the Ultra Sabers booths. Look at all these sabers. Isn't that what you want in your life? All these lightsabers, Victoria? What, Kylo's?
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's the Renegade Elite.
I want Rey's Goop.
What about Scorpion? Oh, I wonder if they have that. That would be remarkable if they have it that quickly. $1 comics, 3 for $12. Digging through Thor. I'm sure that pleases Victoria very much.
Yeah.
On the same booth that had the 12 for $10, which there's 24 books I'm gonna get there. Victoria's looking for some new slabs. See if there's anything back here I need in my life. Maybe. Like the front side of the Ultra Sabers. Oh no, I'm not going. You can see the mystery boxes. 75 or 200, which is pretty cool actually. We found the cookies. Cookie cake, double doozy, and energy drinks. Look at that cookie cake. It doesn't have enough icing for you, does it? You want like the super icing.
Yeah.
Double doozy. What do you have? Unknown.
Peanut butter cookie.
Double doozy. We're on the second floor now after our cookies. I like this style of art, like the ships. And I don't even know what I would call it. But I like it. I think it's cool. Victoria left me, and now I see why. She came to this booth for the Tin Anus. Yep. Caught up Victoria. She confirmed she was looking for that Tin Anus, but we are at the Hot Toys booth that we bought several things from last year. That guy's a very nice guy, him right there. Good to deal with. Let's get a little closer to Harwin. Victoria's thinking about getting that Joffrey autograph. Cersei, get all of the family to go with your picture of Jamie Kit Harington. $2.95. That's cheaper than the $500 that's going to be in Chicago to get his autograph.
Or that you'll find on eBay.
Yeah, yeah.
They come to like $189.
Okay.
$150.
Lost cards. We didn't get a hot toy, an autograph card. Now we're looking at book lockets. Is that a Harry Potter book?
No, it's
Wicked. You can get a little tiny picture when we go to Wicked and put it in there.
Do you know what has happened on your most recent YouTube video? It's advertising for me to go see Wicked.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
That probably pays well for me. Thanks, YouTube. Touch it. This booth is cool. Awesome.
I need a helmet for those guys.
Another 3D printer for those Loki horns. Those are They seem to be at every show we're at recently. I don't think I need any of that. Look at Tormund. Rolly. Ooh, Jim. Oh, Roberts. Chicken pot pie. In the ear. Pop spectacular. I'm running away.
$50 Superman comic off my wall. Oh, wow. I did not know who he was. I did not know who NSYNC was.
Right.
Yet they're all standing in front of my table, including Justin Timberlake and Lance Bass.
My
and
goodness.
The manager.
Oh, wow.
He buys this card, he hands me a credit card. He doesn't even know his own home phone number. He has to ask his manager. This is in like 2002 in Orlando.
Right.
I get his credit card, I shake his hand, he leaves with the Superman book, and all of a sudden people come rushing at me. Do you know who that was? Do you know who that was? Did you get it on? Oh. I said, yeah, well, he bought my Superman comic. Yeah, I know who it was.
I can't believe you did all that flirting with Crazy Ed. And you didn't buy his NSYNC Valentine's
I didn't want them. I just
mint. He even gave you $5 discount, no sales tax, and you can swipe it on the credit card.
I didn't want it. I just thought it was interesting. I wanted to show you.
You were caressing it intimately.
I just picked it up. I was like, it came from behind saying Joey Fatone.
I don't think that. Oh, are you gonna have that?
So sad.
The Hodor door holder. I don't think we'll go to the third floor. This is the second floor. Dan has 2 of my commissions ready, so I do think I'm gonna go pick those up. We'll look at the art, but the exhibit hall closes in about 30 minutes, so we'll save the third floor for another day. Let me show you this art we're looking at. Yeah, this is all. Yeah, I love it. 11sies. Not all who wander are lost. Over there in like the Elvish, like Lord of the Rings. This is cool art.
Yeah.
It's kind of wood carving style. King of the North.
Also, the brother, like from the animation on the movie, you see the Elder Wand breaks into
Looks
the
like
phoenix.
You're considering this item. It's
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I mean, it's got the hands. 'Cause remember that animated piece of Deathly Hallows? Very cool. It was good.
Victoria, you're looking to something to add on to that potentially, right? What about that right there?
The toilet.
Ministry of Magic this way toilet seat. I mean, that's perfect. We love this booth. So this is a Temptation, a $20 box. Contains at least $30.
I like big books and I cannot lie.
We're gonna get kicked out. I gotta come get my action from Dan. Let's see what we got. Oh, we found Dan. He's here. He's got action for me.
Rubbing my hands
He's rubbing
together.
his hands. Oh, I'm excited.
Mostly for excitement, and partly also for warmth because it's kind of chilly.
It is a little chilly in here. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so I started with.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's yes. We're back at the room. It's not early. It's 7:18 p.m. I'm very tired. We didn't get to see David Tennant, but everything else on the calendar today we did, which is actually rare. A Dragon Con that you only miss one thing. So, I mean, we're going to go back out later, but we're probably going to rest for, I would say, a decent period of time. Wait till it gets dark, go back venture. We have the blind bag, Harry Potter blind box that Victoria got. And I want her to talk to you about the art she bought, and I'm going to show you my commissions a little closer that we got from Dan. I have 2 more coming. Those are wonderful. So, tell us why you like this so much.
So this is the Deathly Hallows symbol from Harry Potter.
Yes.
But it gets cooler the more you look at it. So if you see, it's the Elder Wand, but the Elder Wand is Dumbledore's wand.
Oh,
and
like the negative space is
yes.
the Elder Wand, yeah.
Yes, and then it also breaks into Fawkes the Phoenix.
Oh, yes.
Which is also Dumbledore's. You have Fawkes's like beak and face up there. But then...
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't see that until after I bought it. But then look right here.
Is that a poop?
No, in the Deathly Hallows movie, when they tell the story of the Deathly Hallows, it's Hermione speaking and the animation comes on.
Yes,
it's the black and white animation. So that's like the brothers, and then you see the hand here, and it's got the brothers in death.
So it's like the whole final book.
Yes, it's really, really cool.
She's very excited.
This is one of the coolest things I've seen.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was a great price. And
$15 includes the frame. And the frame is ornate. It looks like
it reminds me of the Elder
Wand.
Wand. Yes, this is really good for a Harry Potter.
We're going to go back to that booth, I think, because there was Lord of the Rings stuff I wanted. I was just in the mindset to get my commissions and let's get out of there. But when we have more time, I think, and if this blind bag ends up being good.
Yeah. Everything in that booth was cool. This was just like next level. And they said the artist that did it had worked for Marvel, and then he was also a tattoo artist, and he came up with this. And because that would be a cool tattoo. So I'm over the moon with it. I'm so excited.
So Dan Doherty, who is the artist for Floppy Cop and Beardo Comics, and I have many pieces in my home that he now makes prints of. These are the 2 commissions I got done so far. Victoria, tell us about them.
Okay, so
Unworthy Thor.
Yes, it's the Unworthy Thor. So you've got Thor, and then you've got Jane as Thor.
Jane is Thor, and Winnie
and
the
they
Pooh.
connect, and yes,
and Kanga.
Yes.
Do you think they're awesome?
I think it's the connecting thing is just so cool, and I love his Winnie the Pooh stuff. We're going back to
we're gonna get a bunch of prints,
some more prints
later because I have 2 more. I have Walking Dead commissions he's gonna do.
He's really cool. His art. This is the first time I've seen it. Like at his booth,
like not in my house.
Yes, and it's really neat. It makes me be like, well, I'm gonna buy that and that. So
Dan's probably my favorite artist, so I'm really happy to have these.
Yeah.
So now let's get right open the blind bag. Yes. I did end up getting about 44 different Thor comics for like 75 cents each is what it ended up being. Some of the newer Jane ones. Various one-shots, miniseries. I'm almost done with volume 2 of Thor. I think I am completely done with volume 3. Some more volume 1s as well. I'm only missing like 4 or 5 of volume 2, so that's good. And now it's this time.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Harry Potter blind box.
Yeah, and I also wanted to let y'all know where this stuff came from. It's called the Paisley Poppy. And
They got an Etsy store there. We showed you the booth a lot, and we'll probably back. It's very cool.
That's where I got my art that I love, or the Deathly Hallows that I love, and then this is where we got our blind box.
Harry Potter box. Harry Potter box.
I'm just gonna have to use brute strength.
Maybe there's underpants in there. Oh.
Ooh. Feels like Kleenex so far.
Kleenex. I mean, you have to blind. Don't look at it all. You gotta
sorry,
show
I'm
us
sorry,
one at a
I'm sorry,
time. I bet you watched a blind box unboxing. You gotta show us one at a time, or you're the last one to look at it.
Oh.
And is it just?
I think it's all. It's all one thing.
It's a sack.
It is. I gotta open it up.
It's just one thing.
No, I mean it's all one bag. There's nothing else in the box. Yeah.
Okay.
There's multiple things in the bag. We're going for the big one first.
Let's see what it is. Hold it up for me.
Is it upright?
No. There. Oh. Wizards welcome, Muggles tolerated.
That's cute.
A nice little pillow for the booty.
Okay. Sorry, I already looked.
Oh, is that a?
It is to go along. This is perfect. Deathly Hallows necklace.
Are you gonna wear that tomorrow?
To go along. I'm gonna wear it to the Yule Ball when I wear my Harry Potter stuff.
Oh yes.
Awesome. And that's cool because it's a chain. And
Are those the 2 items?
No, there's more.
Oh. It's like $20 for this thing. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
Turn it the other way. There, hand it to me. I was looking at those.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like the dictionary page where they print the thing on it. I think those alone are like $10 or $15.
Oh,
I think that's
words
cool.
are, in my not so humble opinion. What? Oh, our most inexhaustible source of magic. Albus
Can't
Dumbledore.
read. That's okay. That's why she got a dictionary. It's a Dumbledore quote.
No, I just couldn't read. I couldn't read it. It is an Albus Dumbledore.
That's cool.
I like it. There's like several more things.
Oh.
Ooh, this one feels good. I don't know what this is. What is this?
You'll like that. You can hang it on the door.
Oh, platform 9 3/4.
Wow, this is a really good blind box.
There's still like another item or two, or I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. Other way. Yeah, it's like a the clear like a
there you are.
You can put on the back of your car, like on
Yes.
the mirror. It's like the clear one.
Yes, and then
Or on your window. A koozie.
a fun one.
A fun one.
That's cool.
That's really good for $20.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get the Game of Thrones.
Miscellaneous items.
Yeah, and all fun because it's.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's like Harry Potter
Yeah.
theme and not just like TV
Yeah.
theme or comics,
Yeah.
like every one of those things you like.
I love that.
Hooray!
I've been able to read it.
Are you happy
I love
with
that.
the
I
$20
am.
bundle?
I mean, this will be worn when whatever day
Tomorrow.
the Yule Ball is, Sunday.
Sunday.
And then this is great. It's a great quote. I love me some Dumbledore. And I mean, come on.
Yeah, in the nude too.
Does that mean
It is 9:12. What's happening?
I was gonna say, does that mean that's what we're supposed to be doing? Is having a rock concert?
It's 9:12. We're gonna go get some dinner at Camille's Mediterranean Delight Aviva or something like that, which is wonderful. And then we may go to a Legend of Zelda panel. I'm pretty tired, and tomorrow's going to be a busier day because tomorrow's got a lot of the nightlife that we're interested in. So we'll see, but we'll at least meander a bit, a bit.
Yeah.
And, flatulate around the folks, that type of thing, right?
I don't know, but this elevator is so cool right now with red lights.
Ooh!
You want the Thanos coffee?
My family?
Oh, we're in the Peachtree Center Mall now. This is always a fun, this Caribou, because they always have the cool Voldemort's Horcrux, the Venom Ice Dirty Latte. Yeah, Azkaban Prison. That's cool. So excited you had to snap a pic.
I just wanted to make sure we had it in case you needed it.
Because Aviva by Camille is delicious Mediterranean grill. Let's go. That is wonderful. Look, there's Camille right there. He's such a nice gentleman. He hands out falafels when you're in line sometimes. Although it's late, he may not be here anymore, but his food is delicious. So. He is here. Yes, hello. Yes. Kind gentleman, Camille, our friend. Ooh. Chicken shawarma and some pita and rice and falafel and baklava soup and snack. Ooh. Did you enjoy meeting Camille?
He is very nice.
He's a delightful gentleman. Camille's was delicious. Got Goku and Gohan. Vegeta's over there. I'm gonna go this way. And we're entering the Marriott to find the Legend of Zelda panel. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, fanning somebody's backside. Oh my goodness. It is, it's, I don't know, but I was gonna get it on film. She doesn't even go here. Well, Friday night at Dragon Con.
We've arrived, I think, at Legends of Zelda. Right here, high fantasy track. Would you instead like to go to the safety track?
I think it's just like lost in sound.
No.
It's busy in the Zelda track. Very busy.
Breath of the Wild is definitely a different beast, but I have never lost as much what was supposed to be time asleep as I have playing. Thankfully, I would play my Switch and not have the plug near me, so that I knew it was bedtime when the Switch said, I'm going to sleep. So, like, other side of the house is the plug.
Kira?
I mean, Ocarina, I think a lot of people who started with Ocarina have that nostalgia, rose-tinted glasses. It's an amazing game, so I almost feel like it's not fair to say. I also feel that way about Breath of the Wild, so I guess I'm going to like my third favorite, which is maybe an unpopular opinion. I actually really love Twilight Princess.
We had a good time at the Zelda panel, and we're looking around the high fantasy. Oh, there's that going on. Look at all the banners from Game of Thrones, and look, Victoria found her seat.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Jamie. You like that? And then look at Gandalf in the corner. Gandalf in the corner. And our Hobbit friends. I love all the stuff in this room. Over there is a dragon. How do I point there? That's hard to do on the camera. Dragon. Lots of cool stuff. And now we're going to go back to the hotel, I think, unless we see something very chaotic on the way back. Victoria's sleeping there?
Queen in the South.
we did find something wonderful. We found the Madman. Are you wearing Crocs? Damien might have Crocs on.
And by found, we mean he snuck up on me
He
and
stopped
stood there
breaking character.
creepily, and I was like, oh, excuse me, sir.
That's what happens.
Hello, friends.
I was up there about safety operations, and I let it ride.
Nice. Now we're gonna go back to bed. Ooh, package. Now we're back at the room. Did you have a good day?
I did.
First full day of con?
Yeah.
Good for today. I'm sleepy. We'll talk to you in the morning. Good morning. As rested and rejuvenated as you can be, Victoria gets to meet Calamity Gannon here in about an hour and a half, and she's taking a picture with Calamity Gannon.
David Tennant.
Oh, I looked at the schedule wrong.
That would be exciting.
If you got to meet Calamity Gannon?
Yeah.
I better hope you have the champions with you. The parade is probably just begun, which is chaos. So we may have some travel logistics to get over where we need to get to. We will not be watching the parade. You can watch it actually on just regular television in Atlanta, like the equivalent of like the CW, whatever that channel is called now, will carry it. It's also all over YouTube and apps and stuff. Parade is unbelievable, and it's like an extra 100,000 people come down in the city to watch it. So this is Saturday at Dragon Con. This is by far the busiest day in Midtown Atlanta because Alabama's playing today, just right over there in the college football Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic. And then you've got the busiest day at Dragon Con. If people come to one day at Dragon Con, Saturday is the day they come to. You've got the parade. You got all kind of stuff. So this is the crazy day. And Victoria has never seen it like this before. I'm not even sure that the Chick-fil-A game had formally began the way it is because this new stadium wasn't built and all that.
No.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go meet Calamity Gannon. No?
David Tennant, the doctor.
Oh. All of this is just people in line to wait for the parade. It's all the way down there and all the way up there. Multiple blocks. I will not be carrying you through all of it because we're just going to hop in the Hyatt right there and get out of this chaos. Because the whole convention Saturday morning is either here at the rest of the city or in the bed asleep. If you ever decide to come to Dragon Con, pro tip, this is the time to do hard to do things. We're in that Marriott, the atrium level right by the bar where you've seen me a number of times already. You can see there's no one here. There's just nobody here at all. These tables must be where you can pour your excess ice and liquor down or spit.
Oh.
Something. But it's pretty empty. It actually just looks like a normal, regular day at the Marriott. It's because everybody's outside in the hotel room. Especially true for shopping.
Yeah.
If you go into shopping right now when they open at 10, the place to yourself for about an hour. And then you better flee. Well, if you're in there, you can stay. But do not go to the shopping from like 11 to 3. You ain't getting it. You're going to wait in line like 2 hours. Because everybody that has a one-day pass goes to the parade, goes to shopping, and then goes and drinks. So that's a pro tip. And if like she's getting a picture, so this time slot will be a lot less busy than normal. Just a pro tip. Now, a lot of people come here to watch the parade. If you want to watch the parade, go watch the parade. Get in line, go find your spot on the curb at like 7 a.m. and sit there. Or watch it on TV or watch it from your room. So now, we're going to go meet the 10th Doctor, Victoria is. We're going to try to zoom in on his butt. We have like 20 minutes before Victoria gets her picture, which I don't know that I'll be able to take any footage of because DragCon will be a lot stricter than Bubba Fest. But we're in kind of the Walk of Fame. There's not any, probably because most of the people are in the parade. There's a lot of people here. But I don't, I'm not really supposed to film much in here, so I'm not going to just show you things. Oh, AJ Machalka.
See her later.
Had a few minutes to kill. We walked in the Hall of Fame, which you saw, and then I had to stop filming.
Yeah.
And saxophone.
And Victoria, we took a picture with AJ Michalka.
Yeah.
Lainey from the Goldbergs. She's my favorite on the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things that Victoria knows her from that I do not.
Yeah,
but
it was
we'll be
really
going to
great.
her concert with her sister later.
Yeah.
So I'll put the picture here while we're talking. But it was great. You had to
It
talk
was
to her
really
for like
fun.
probably 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, I told her about one of the songs that's my favorite on their new album. She said they're playing it tonight. And I got to talk to her a little bit about the Goldbergs and about school that I'm excited that's coming back. They're going to be doing a Friends episode. And then got to talk to her about, of course, growing up with her on the...
That guy was trying to get in the video.
I was trying to see your Aria shirt. On the Disney
wanted to
Channel.
look at my nipples.
Anyway, she was lovely.
She smelled wonderful. We're now in this line for Victoria to meet David Tennant, which this photo op is drastically better organized than last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though the first one last week, to Meet the Kingdom, was easy. There's no shortage of instructions, which it would be expected. It's something this big, but pretty clear cut. Doesn't look like it'll be that bad. No. Groups 1 through 4, David Tennant. And group 1 is moving. We're in 2, so it's probably 10 minutes away. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Are you going to... what are you going to say?
I think...
Victoria? You're going to do that?
No, unless he asks my name. I think I'm going to tell him he's my favorite doctor.
Are you going to ask, can you and he run away to the alternate reality like Rose?
Can I have a clone copy?
Yeah.
That would be a weird thing to say.
Absolutely. It may get the authorities called. Victoria met Calamity or David Tennant. That's a really nice picture.
Yes.
And you got to tell him he was your favorite doctor?
my
Even though that's, he can be your favorite doctor. He's not the best. But that's
He's my favorite. And he's
11 is best.
11 is wonderful in Stranger Things. Matt Smith is wonderful, but David Tennant's my favorite.
You said Matt Smith's wonderful in Stranger Things?
No, I said 11 is wonderful in Stranger Things.
Matt Smith.
Yes.
Look, he actually looks... He's just a doctor.
Yes.
And Kilgrave.
And Kilgrave. I mean, he's not purple right here, though.
What, a Xerophil? Is he a Xerophil?
No, he's Crawley.
Crawley, yes.
And he's the main lead on Broadchurch.
And he's apparently your boyfriend.
He's also Scrooge McDuck in DuckTales, the new one.
Oh. Was that a delightful experience?
It was delightful.
Is that your favorite thing of the con thus far?
I don't know.
David Tennant's one of your very favorite actors.
This is wonderful. He is. He's one of my very favorites.
Give a good look. That's great. You heart the doctor.
I heart the doctor.
If people don't know what that means, why do you have a I heart the doctor shirt?
Because the doctor on Doctor Who has 2 hearts.
Yes.
And so I heart the doctor.
Yes.
And he was my favorite doctor on that show.
And I will tell you, this is assembly line precision.
Yeah, they got it going on.
I mean, you are, from the point you took the picture to us being out, you already have the digital in your email, I think.
That's what he said, yeah.
You already have this. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's precision. So good on you, Dragon Con.
Yes.
What's this, epic
This
photo
is epic
ops?
photo ops. Good job, guys.
All right, let's go back to Walk of Fame and see what else is happening.
Yeah.
Let me try to
Holler at somebody.
holler at AJ Michalka, see if she wants the digits. You think that's not good?
Probably not. Long distance relationships are tough.
Hey, I'll move. We decided to go back in the Walk of Fame area, which is 10 times busier than it was. And Victoria met Nick Vanno.
And then...
Oh, another.
Hey!
And I'll stick it here if you want to look at it better. Nick Vanno plays Steel in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
And somebody in the show I don't know.
Vince on What I Like About You.
I don't know what that is, but we like Legends of Tomorrow, and he's good on that
He's one of my favorites. I enjoy him because he's kind of geeky and stuff, and I love his romance.
She enjoys him.
He's wonderful. He's wonderful. The romance with Ray is wonderful between them two. So it was neat. And he was actually really nice as well. And I talked to him about What I Like About You. I didn't know what his reaction would be, but he was actually like, I just got caught up in a YouTube rabbit hole looking at all these things I forgot about.
If you also enjoy him in What I Like About You, but I enjoy his pants in the comments.
He's wonderful.
On to the next one.
Wonderful.
Like the Marriott carpool, and there's the Swarsea here. Huh. We got stopped in our tracks by the cookie dough chocolate surprises. Ooh. So we're like by the unopened Hyatt pool trying to have an ice cream. Let's see. Ooh, look at it. I can't get it out of the sack. Cookie dough ice cream ball thing. How's yours?
Very good.
It's gone apparently. Oh. It's ice cream and cookie dough and fudge. It's a yes. I would define those as chocolate-covered cherries, except that you actually want them. But the texture is like a chocolate-covered cherry on the outside, but then with ice cream and cookie dough in the middle.
Yeah, very, very good. Those were really good. And it looked like they may be in stores.
Safety. We're not going to go into the art show, which I don't think I can usually film. Right here at the stage, let's see what's upcoming. At 1 o'clock, Valentine Wolf. The Atlanta Trombone Ensemble at 5:30. I don't know if I can film an art show. If I can, I will. Otherwise, I'll talk to you when we get out. There's a lot of people eating Chinese food, and I don't know where it came from, and I want it. Oh, with Sam. Lovely. Looks like you can film at least a little bit in the art show. So it's this huge ballroom here. You used to have an auction. They don't have an auction anymore, but it's where you can buy originals and otherwise. It's like Funko Pop art right there. I like that guy a lot, the small. Some art. I'm doing a lot more looking than filming, so I apologize for that. There's a different thing. Dancing sugar plum fairies. It's just a lot to take in. I like this guy's digital, like lit up art. And then of course, David Lee Pancake. You know, some dragons. There's a lot to take in here.
I do.
Shame map.
My name is Steve. Steve recognizes Steve. My name is Steve.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That big, that's awesome. I like the eye. Walking down the aisles of the actual contest of the art show, and that one just kind of made me say I should show it to you. And the hunting dog. Eyeball brain guy. Like a pop fine art. It's got all that cool stuff. It's like the Funko art. It's kind of unique. So we're back at the room. I've got about an hour, and then the panel that I'm doing with Damien and Kim, my older sister, on collecting comes up. It's at 2:30. It's 12:49. About an hour. I'll start walking that way, and so I probably won't. The next clip will be something that Victoria takes for me. She'll send some videos and pictures and stuff. Obviously, this is too late for you, but we'll probably put some stuff on Instagram as well. But I need a rest. I need to study and prepare myself for the panel. So I'll talk to you afterward, where we'll talk about how it goes. We told you have a good morning.
Yeah, I'm just staring lovingly at my David Tennant photo op. Great,
Nice, yeah.
great, really, really great morning.
Yeah, we met 3 people. Very good. So went to the art show, which is good. It wasn't that busy. We went to the Walk of Fame twice. So we're knocking out things we want to do. Yeah. We got the concert later. Maybe after the concert, there's parties tonight. We need to go to the arcade at some point. Back to the shopping at some point. Lots of stuff going on, but I'm going to rest for a bit. We're going to eat some lunch. We've got some leftover deep dish pizza. And I'll talk to you after the panel. Check out these clips from Victoria. Thank you all for coming. This is Funko Pops Are They the Gateway Drug? The Collector. Which is a topic we'll try to explore, but we kind of have an outline to go by, but we can immediately throw that away if there's stuff that you guys want to get into and talk about. So we'll go with that. So my name is Brian. I go by Big Dub, B-I-G-D-U-B on the internet. My Instagram, bigdubs60, and then my YouTube channel is just youtube.com/bigdub. I travel a lot for real work, regular work, and so I get to go to conventions and comic stores and collectible stores and all over the place. So I have to go to work in Seattle, and I just drive up and go to Funko headquarters, for instance. It's just a random thing I get to do. And so each week I put out episodic content. So like right now I'm recording for All Around Dragon Con, and they're long form. Sometimes they're 2 hours long, about just what it is like to be in that lifestyle, which is a lot of people don't get to do that. So you may enjoy that. Damien?
Hey, I am Damien. I'm also known as unidentified_madman over on Instagram. And I'm a fellow toy collector. I think me and him started collecting toys again after, a few years back. And it just kind of took on a life of its own of buying all the things all the time. And I spent some time with friends of this programming track at a website called needcoffee.com, where we have a podcast called Week in Justice with myself and this lovely person down at the end who will introduce herself.
Hi there, I'm Kim, and you'll see me with Need Coffee appearing on panels as well as podcasts and sometimes writing for the site. You can find me at @oblique_red on Instagram, which is random things, pictures of this stuff. I do a lot of nerdy crafts, so you'll see like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle quilt I made him for Christmas because he's my brother. And awesome. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And sometimes I do some action figure photography, crafts, various stuff like that, so you can find me there.
That's cool. So we brought Pops. We're going to give away Pops. We're just going to start right now. I think my man right here. Will you stand up for us in your wonderful cosplay?
Very cool.
Do you like Stranger Things? You win. How about that? We have 2 Stranger Things Pops. Would you like to take one of those? We have 11 in the burger. Oh, going for the Scoops Ahoy.
There you go.
Winner.
Winner.
So we're going to give all these away as we go on. So we're going to start, I think one of the unique things about... Go ahead, please. One of the unique things about Funko is a lot of people have said they're the next generation Beanie Babies, right? But I think they've already persevered longer. Mm-hmm. Kim and I started collecting Pops, it has to be 5 years ago. I'm not sure when the first Pop came out.
Yeah.
But
it's quite some time.
I believe that the Funko IP lawyers, the people that are signing up their licenses, have to be some of the best at that in the world, because they have everything. Yep. They have a license for everything. And that, I think, is what makes them unique. And especially we're in X-Track, if you think about things like the X-Files or Lost or Supernatural or some of those more, popular things that have big fandoms, but it's not superheroes.
It's not a big merch.
It's not Game of Thrones. It's not Walking Dead. There's not figures.
Or it's not even current either.
Right.
It's like
old stuff.
And I think Funko really hits that.
I'm waiting for them to get the Due South license, and I will be really happy.
They're gonna have,
it'll happen.
What did they just had? I know even though NECA had Golden Girls, but things like that really obscure. And so I know Kim likes to get into some of the more obscure fandoms and more niche type of objects. So what is it that Funko does that speaks to you as a collector?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even realize Funko was a thing when I started collecting Pops. I was just in Barnes & Noble and saw the original Iron Man Pop, the not any of the movie ones, but the comic version, and I just thought it was really cute, like with his little suit, and so I brought him home. And then I had to get the little Captain America Pop, and then you keep seeing, there's this one and this one. But the thing that's great for me about Pops is I was actually reading an interview with one of the people from the company who was saying that they can sometimes get a license and bring it to market in a ridiculously small amount of time. It's like days, their turnaround for these new licenses. And their slogan is everyone's a fan of something. And they're trying to be the person that will be the only one who makes merch of this thing. And I know that I was really excited because the first merch I ever saw for the comic book Saga, where it was a line of Saga Pops, which I was really excited to get. They've got Mr. Rogers, they have Bob Ross, both of which I have sitting next to each other on my shelf. X-Files, which what was really one of my first big fandoms that I was sort of, as I was a teenager when X-Files came out, we used to watch it together, and it was the event every week. That was back when you still watched TV on a certain day.
That's Bob Ross in the first one.
Yes.
The third one, that's from The Fifth Element. I just don't remember her name.
That's okay.
And the
Leela.
There you go. I haven't seen that movie in a while. And the second, the middle one, that is definitely, and correct me if I'm wrong, from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That is correct. Pick 'em all down! Hooray! Just look at that Frankenfurter in the lingerie.
I mean, one of the things they've been doing lately that I really actually like is they're doing more...
Venomized Captain America.
Very nice.
Being a completionist.
He is notoriously a completionist.
I have issues. I have a lot of stuff. I think my collection video that my buddy did, it's probably close to 1 million views on YouTube now, and people look at that and they're like, what? What?
He lives in a toy museum. It's very cool.
It's been a very interesting few years.
It is very challenging, I agree. Especially if it's a property you're really into.
Yeah.
And where they don't make it. So there are fantastic Funko custom makers, Pop custom makers. They're not that expensive.
There's a comedian that comes to DranCon sometimes, a comedian, Viet. He actually on the side, that's what he does. He has an Instagram page and he does custom Pops.
It's big enough now where and they'll make them. I think even their therapy, if you watch their therapy channel, I think Mark makes things all the way to the box. I mean, it's all of it.
Right.
And so you can go down that path. The problem is they make these niche properties that buy the license. They probably buy it very cheap.
Right.
And you got to vote with your dollar, right? Like if you're always a clearance shopper and you're all, and that's fine. But if you do that, don't then go, why don't they make more of these? Well, because they didn't sell. And Walmart had to blow them out at $2, where everybody's losing money. So they're not going to make that anymore.
Marvel Legends. 2 packs.
We got questions all over.
Yeah,
the
I
place.
saw
She had her hand. Do you still have a question?
I love the design.
So, Darth Clueless, how'd you think the panel went? Yeah. Damien, what about you? What about when he showed his action?
I just want my Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Man, it's sold out. You gotta buy that on eBay.
I'm not buying eBay second.
You gotta trade that Mexico Gomez.
That's how you get botulism.
Oh.
Where's David? Where's David around?
David's
so
trying to have one moment.
Caesar
We had to holla.
grabbed an 80-inch.
Caesar grabbed the 80-inch. We had to holler at Darth Clueless for a minute and had a flatulence and everybody ran away. Kim, how'd you think the panel went?
I think the panel went well. People seem to be enjoying
Victoria
it.
took clips, so hopefully you just watched some clips. We're going to the shopping, and I am looking for a cup of macaroni cheese with barbecue pork in it. You think I'll find that?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to find.
Shane's Rib Shack at the place.
Yep. Touch
Mac
it.
and cheese is likely.
Mac and cheese in the mouth, also the nose. We did have someone offer to trade right there.
Yeah.
Nana G's chicken and waffles for a Captain America pop.
Yes. Venomized Captain America.
That was the thing that happened, and for some reason we said no.
We were about to do the.
I don't have an answer. We were confused. Yeah.
Poor decision.
That's it. That macaroni cheese cup with barbecue. Where's that thing called?
Is that
Barbecue Sunday. Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Barbecue Sunday. We've got baked beans, mac and cheese, chicken, pickles. You can get coleslaw in it. Is that exciting? Oh, Victoria's digging in. You just pickled it?
I pickled it, yeah.
You put the pickle in the bun. Now the fun's begun.
Discount stores. I don't know what's happening. Look at these. Do they dance to the beat? Those are cool. I know it's scattered. I'm just jumping across interesting booths. Look at all these ducks. A bunch of duck. Harry Ponder? Look at this booth. Controller Chaos. And they got all kind of custom PlayStation controllers, Nintendo, Xbox. Wow. All right. Yes.
So my dad just sent me a tweet that Trace McSorley made the Ravens roster, which makes me very happy. That's a great birthday present from the Ravens. Thank you, Ravens. Congratulations. Trace, you're seeing this a couple weeks late. I know most people don't care about their team's third-string quarterback, but I really, really like Trace McSorley. So it's very good news.
Yeah, that's great for him.
Yay! Yes? Oh.
We're at this kaleidoscope booth, and I'm going to try something. Can you see it? Oh, yeah, you can. Look at it. Hooray! Wormwood Gaming Supplies. We always are torn by this.
Yeah.
Their dice towers have all this beautiful wood. I
The one
like
I
that
want the
ebony.
most is that purple one, but it's like $500.
But they
Although
are
I would also
beautiful.
love the cherry, which is still 188. Like that one over on the end. That's I think the cheapest one, but it's really
Beautiful
pretty.
gaming supplies here.
Like none of this is
That's like a dice
painted.
wood, yeah.
Like they're all like now if you feel it, it's
Not
just the
actual
wood. Yeah.
Sanded down. Yep.
And I have one of their little square dice things that are. It's really nice.
We like it.
And this all collapses like into a box, kind of
Easy
like
to carry through
like
the game.
this thing will go in, and then you have
Now
the.
you're going to own that one. Oh, yep.
All the booths I was showing you were on the third floor, which we had not gone to yet. Now we're back on the fourth floor. There's a Hawkeye. Looking at the artists, the comic and pop art. Try to show you a little bit here before we go back. I think Dan has another one. Commission's ready. I like this metal art. Let me show you.
I really started to like art on metal. Just the way it shines in the light. I think it's, look at that Captain America's cool.
And the Harry Potter too.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Very cool. I
like this. Oh, Donkey Kong, hold it up to everybody.
The life choices which brought in here.
Or the desktop allies.
I like those a lot.
The Penguin of Revenge will find those who wronged you soon. You will not. Like these illustrator, like the Hobbit. I don't know. Maybe like illustrated books.
Yeah. I use the technique in Kingdom of the Dwarves.
They're very nice. It's cool. We're back at the room. Went and picked up some more art from Dan, but I'm pretty tired, so I just wanted to pick it up, and we headed back, spent some time talking to him. So we each got prints. Victoria got this Harry Potter blueprint. Are you excited?
That? Yeah.
And then we each got one of the Mario poo prints that are very cool. And then he did a commission for me. So like you've seen over the last while, I've been giving artists a commission cover and saying, draw me your take on Rick Grimes. And I did that with Dan, and look at that beauty. It's absolutely wonderful. All the zombies. See the fence, they're behind the fence, the perspective. You like it?
I do. He's very talented.
Yeah, Dan killed it. So I still have one more commission actually that he's doing for me. We're going to rest. We got about an hour rest, and then we're going to what? Aly and AJ, the concert.
Yes!
Victoria said I could throw my drawers on stage.
No!
Arrived back at the Sheraton after our little rest for the Aly and AJ concert, which is in the same room we think the 80s prom night was the other night. And the walk wasn't bad. The weather was pretty decent for August in Atlanta, so I think we're all around pretty pleased with that. And time for a party. Pretty big line to get in. It goes all through that hallway and spills out here. And all of this, and all the way back to us, and wherever else it goes. Big line.
Katie. I went to high school with you. I know you.
We've arrived in the what is probably going to be a very full ballroom, and up there we ended up with a really good aisle seat. We'll be the concert. Are you excited?
Yeah. And we got here right at the right time because just the way they were lining us up, Brian got an aisle seat. It was perfect, and we're right dead center.
Hot pants.
Very excited. But
How you doing, Dragon Con?
this is a big deal.
Life is good, I can't complain. I mean, I could have known this name. Your image overwhelms my brain, and it feels good, good. So just so around me. I feel empty inside, more to lose than to try to make it better.
That speaker's caught on fire. Their stage manager grabbed him off the stage
And rush them.
Unfortunately, because of the world we lived in, I immediately looked for a shooter.
Yeah.
Immediately. That speaker is on fire. Do we
just wait.
I'm just gonna sit down, I guess.
Yeah, sit down.
The lights are flickering.
No one's even trying to bring a fire extinguisher to the fire. It's not. I mean, it's contained. You can see it. It's just.
It's that speaker over there. I don't know what's happening. Oh, whoa. Huh. Well, this is quite a. I mean, people are dipping. So if they do play, we'll be front row. Well, we've had to leave the situation. We'll update you when we know what the heck's happening. So we're outside. That's where we evacuated from, and we're just like right there. You can see the Marriott, and the Hilton is over there, and the Westin is there, and the Sheraton's right behind us. So They evacuated. They haven't evacuated. I don't know. I can't say they haven't evacuated. No, they haven't evacuated the whole building. They were having extreme sound issues. And, you know, I mean, I'm probably used to playing with their band or something.
Yeah, they play with the band.
And it was just them. And it was fun. We were having fun. And I think... So it happened right after AJ Michalka, like you couldn't hear her at all.
Yeah.
And she was communicating to whoever's running the sound, which I venture is Dragon Con volunteers, tech ops, which they do a good job. There's no issue with that. I don't think it was probably their production team here. If they're here signing autographs and doing what they're doing, I don't think they have their sound team with them. They may. And her microphone up, and you could hear her good, and then boom, the lights flickered, everything went out, and that speaker started smoking.
Well, and so, like, you could see their manager run out and, like, beckon to AJ. And so AJ turns
Very
to Aly and is
quickly.
like, come on.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. At that point, we didn't know what was going on.
I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's just today. I mean, as you're watching this, it's been a few weeks. But just today, just a couple hours ago, there was another shooting in America in Texas, in West Texas. And, I mean, that was my first instinct. I don't know. I mean, my head immediately, I did a full 360 to see where it was and just try to throw you on the ground. I don't know if you felt me, but I had my arm there. Because I was like, what can it be?
I thought bomb threat.
Yeah, something like that. But
luckily it wasn't any of those things. Everybody's fine.
Yeah, everybody's
It was
safe.
a very small contained fire in the speaker above.
Yeah.
Like, you could see it was fine.
You just can't take a chance with that many people.
No,
I mean, there were probably 3,000 or 4,000 people in that room, so you can't take a chance. Anyway, we're all safe. Everything's okay. Unfortunately, we won't get to see the rest of the show, but we got to see some of it. We got to see some
of it.
we got to meet. And maybe we should go meet Aly tomorrow if we get a chance. We'll see. They may do something else. But I mean, it stinks for them. It's the first time they played at a show. They were probably excited. They had all the way full house. So.
Sidewalk. Guys.
Sidewalk.
They're just reminding people to get on the sidewalk.
So, I don't know what we're going to do now. We got to look at the schedule. May just be rest. Chicken.
Well, the fire trucks are here. Nobody knows what to do, really. It's just a line of people that don't know what to do. Which is not a thing you see that often at Dragon Con, to be honest. Usually you have too many things to do. And there's still a billion things happening right now, but everybody's just kind of, I think, a little shook up, uncertain, wants people to be okay. Look at the puppy. That artist situation. Cosplay puppy. Hi, Danny. It's just random valet cars in the way. Like, get as close to the wall as possible. Yes, I understand. All right. I'm just going to stand here for a minute. We're going to say Rabbit.
Stay out of the way. Oh, and Rabbit.
There's the fire people going to check it out. They got to go up there. Well, these people are still in there. They're a couple floors down, though. You can see my Arya shirt. Victoria's going to try to sneak in there and ask either the marshal or that gentleman there if this concert's going to happen, which I just simply can't see. She's asking this guy, I think, on the other side of that post. I just don't know how, but maybe. There's lots of weird hand motions. I think he just did the DX chop. I don't know what that has to do with the Aly and AJ concert, but Victoria's right on the other side of that podium trying to learn some information. Now she looks confused. She's coming back. She looks like maybe she just acquired the Legionnaire's disease. Hopefully not. We'll see as she exits the building if she reacts in a certain way. Look at that guy. Huh. He's coming in a muscle tee. There's just still, I mean, there's not as many people, but nobody knows what to do. It's, you know, good thing nobody has a bathroom emergency, because that would be, I don't think you can go to the bathroom. Victoria might have got took. Where's she at? That ninja took her, maybe? Oh, here she comes. It looks uncertain. Did you claim diarrhea to see if you get an answer? He has no idea, right?
Right.
he doesn't think so, but they have no information about when the top's going to be open. You can go to the back panels, like the panel room back there.
Yeah.
But you can't
So that's
go off.
AKA, look, I don't make a decision. You really think they're gonna come here? The concert was on fire. I think that's what that was, yeah?
I think so. I don't think it's been cleared, even though they left. I don't think it's been cleared yet.
So we've decided that it's not gonna happen. But so we're walking back to the Hilton, which is Party Central. We're gonna try to
Star Wars
Game
party
of Thrones party,
and the Game
Star
of
Wars
Thrones
party. What's the other one?
It's those two and then
superheroes.
Heroes and villains.
Heroes and villains. So we'll try to check in those. Sometimes those get capped pretty early, and you can come back later because they go like all night, 5, 6 in the morning. So we're gonna go try to check that out for you and show you a little bit while we comprehend what happened. And does kind of feel like a little fire when I pass gas. That's probably not a good thing, though, you know?
No, not good.
Are you gonna do the Macarena?
Not right here.
We're at the North Remembers party, the Game of Thrones. Oh. There's the hound. Let's see. Oh, hey, touch it now, hey, rub it now, hey. Iron Throne. Rub it. I'm trying to find the Night King. I'm in chaos. Just want to find the Night King. I don't know that it's gonna happen. Oh, just follow me. The Night King. Oh, wonderful. Oh yeah, come on. Look at that, that's great. Oh, we've got Hamilton that has joined us. Yes. Hey, yes. Well, we found the Night King, and he looked good. And the Star Wars party line is ridiculously long. And it's almost 11, so we're gonna, there's too much of this everywhere you go to wait in line for a party. So we're just gonna go find another one. Move to the Marriott, which is this. Gonna be the whole way through this. Let's see what we can see. There's a lot. Wow, look at that. A lot to see. Trying to get high so you can take it all in. Oh! Execution? A lot going on. There's a dollar. Maleficent. Dolores. All right. What's that? I think that's, yeah, we're stuck. Look at this, how wonderful. Do you like that? I love it. That's awesome. That's a great yondu. Over there we got a duck. We got Negan. Both Negan and Lucille, yes. Yeah, well, improved, yeah. This pleases me very much. Got Alpha and Beta, the Whisperers. They are great. That Thor has a severed head of Thanos in his arm. And we got these guys. Looking great. And I just still don't know what the Peacock situation is, though. How's that do? We've somehow ended up further away than we originally were. This is the song I sing during time lapse. Oh, safety. We're at the lineup stage. This could just go on the whole night.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It never stops. We're back at the room. Victoria, did you have a good day?
I did.
We did a lot today. It feels like we met AJ Machanka today. That was today.
Yeah, it was today.
Yeah, that feels like 6 months ago.
It was, yeah.
It's been a long day. We got a lot done. So we're going to go rest, and we'll talk to you in the morning for more Dragon Con. I bet this video is long. Hopefully I'm keeping it in one part. But if it's over 2 hours, I won't touch it. Vicky?
Yes, good night.
Ooh.
And good morning. We were awoken by this, which sounded like a bomb. And, well, time to get it going.
A proper good morning to you from Dragon Con Sunday. It is my birthday today. And a lot of people's birthday today. I think I saw on my Instagram post, let's see if I can remember, I think SOG, S-O-G was a username, with some numbers. Kenton, Cammy, Brad Campbell, I know it's his birthday, Chris. Lots of other people that have the same birthday as me. If I left you out, I'm sorry, but happy birthday to you several weeks late. But as you're watching this, my hair is sticking up a little bit. It's my birthday. Saw the Mountain Dew explode. That woke us up. That was lovely. There is a makeup panel for Aly and AJ at like 1 that we're gonna go try to do here in a little while. Makeup for their concert. There's an Arrow panel we may go to. I have a panel tonight on Lost and Fringe. And I've got a commission ready, and I don't know what all we're doing. So we'll see. It is Sunday at Dragon Con, where I get tired. I'm pretty tired, so it's the birthday, though. We'll try to have a good time. And what are you going to do, Victoria? Look, she's hot for hopper.
Excuse me. Yes.
She also apparently just ate, like, chicken nuggets. Huh? So this building here, it's actually the parking garage entrance of the Westin, where I've stayed several years for Dragon Con, but not this year. And this will be the first time we've been in the Westin. It's only of the 5 host hotels we haven't been in yet. But now we will. So we're in the line for the panel. Where we are is a good place to see the architecture of the Westin. It's cylindrical. It's all spiral, and we're in this kind of atrium, and you can see I think it's over 90 stories tall. I think last year we were on like the 88th floor. For a long time it was the tallest residential building in the country. And it's cool. I mean, you could even, if you just look here, you can see the clouds moving and the reflection of the building. I think it's a cool building. So soon we will be in there.
Thank you so much for joining.
This is the potential makeup panel. Hollywood Records at a really young age and really experienced a pretty big part of our career at a super young age, and it hit really fast. I think Aly and I needed that time to really figure out who are we as adult musicians, what do we want to say, and how do we want to come off to our fans and what do we believe in. And so I think that 10-year gap was actually really influential and important in Aly and I kind of figuring out who we were and who we wanted to become as artists. And then at some point Aly and I were like, this is ridiculous, this is really what we need to be doing. We can't take any more time, let's just see if this works. And, you know, the passion came again, and I think we wrote some really strong songs and came out with the 10 Years EP as kind of the first round of music. And I really believe in these 2 latest EPs we put out. I think we're on the way now. We don't stop. We're not gonna stop.
In that interim of 10 years, we were used to be writing music, but it was very like unfocused in its sound, and we didn't really have like one specific collaborator that we were working with that we felt was the perfect pairing that we wanted to actually release that music. So once we found multiple collaborators that we really fit well with, and music that we felt was worthy of being released, that's when that moment kind of came when we were like, okay, we're not just gonna like keep this in the Aly and AJ vault, like we wanna actually share this with the fans.
Have a breakup song part, or if you're not living, say you're living?
But that panel was really enjoyable. Victoria liked it.
Those women
really
seemed
good questions.
good questions, and they seem really nice and genuine.
Yeah, I thought I didn't film this, but I thought it was interesting. Somebody asked if they'd come back to Dragon Con, and they just talked about how they would, absolutely, and how it is fundamentally different than anything they've been to, including San Diego Comic-Con, and how much bigger and better. So it's interesting hearing that come from a non-traditional set of guests.
Right.
Now we're going to try to get a Starbucks for the birthday.
Starbucks line is not terrible. There's a really long line that I believe is for the shopping. Which is now, I mean, that's like 6 blocks long now.
Oh, gosh.
That's going to go, it's 3 blocks up from the shopping, and it has to wrap around that building. Nope, I'm out on that.
That took entirely too long, but we have our prizes. Victoria's going to go ask someone in line what they're in line for. Do we think it's the shopping? I don't know. She's talking to someone making friends. Someone with money's ears. What are they in line for?
For the dinner area, which is like that many blocks away.
That's unbelievable. I guess I'm not going back there until tomorrow, even though I have things to pick up. Oh well. I don't know what we're about to do. Let's find out together.
We're in the hidden place behind the Hyatt by the pool, where they got a barbecue grill. We're getting a little lunch.
Those hamburgers are pretty good. You probably liked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like going to your average friend's barbecue that doesn't know how to use seasoning, but bought the pre-pattied beef. It was fine. Very convenient for what we're doing. Now we're in line to see, I don't know who.
Lots of people from Arrow and the Legends of Tomorrow.
So Victoria's excited about that. I think, maybe 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
And we were able to just walk kind of across the street. There's some hidden stairs that take you to a barbecue. That worked well. The line's moving, which is probably just a rearranging of line. But next clip, we'll be checking out that panel. I need to spend this time in line doing some research on my own.
The line is moving, but look at Bane with the big dogs. I mean, big dogs.
We have for you Matt Ryan. Next up we have Golden Hayes. And we have Kala Ash. And Jessica Callan. And Mr. Paul Blackthorne. Big rock of applause to Nick Zab. Are there any questions? Yes.
Hi. Questions for all of you. What is the most memorable audition you ever went on? Good or bad?
Memorable. Oh, God. I read with Sylvester Stallone when I was younger, and he changed the character dynamic, and he kept telling me that it was like a young Mickey Rourke, and I didn't know young Mickey Rourke, and he kept saying a movie called Home of Greenwich Village in the room, and I didn't understand it, and he just kept saying, young Mickey Rourke be more young Mickey Rourke, and I didn't get it, but he told me, he's like, that wasn't young Mickey Rourke.
He was just telling me it's too long.
Mine's too long.
And I was like,
this is like
I
a
just
7-person.
Okay.
If it was like 1 or 2, I would really bang on about a dreadful audition thing, but it's too many of us. Basically, whenever you're an actor, you just say yes to whatever they. Can you do this? Can you horse ride? Yeah. Can you speak Hindi? Yeah, of course I can speak Hindi. You know, can you play cricket? Yeah, of course I can play cricket. You know, you just say yes, and then you shit yourself afterwards if you get the part. So they generally all turn into bad sort of situations.
I don't know, like, do you know what's great? Is like, my introduction to the Arrowverse.
Matt, can you just do this panel? Would you mind? We're going to nip outside. Okay. We're just going to go to Starbucks, get a coffee. You got this?
I was trying to bring you into it. I was going to say, like, the first episode that I did in the Arrowverse
was when I worked with Paul for the first time.
Oh, I tell you what, that was fun.
It was fun, and do you know what? Like, this guy is just amazing. He's a gent, and he just like hit it off like that. And he's just like, I haven't been on Arrow since, but to work with him as an actor.
That's because I asked them not to bring you back, but I'm sorry about that. I just put on a good face on the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was great. Actually, was that season 4? Season.
I don't know.
Well, you
But
don't
I
know,
remember
right?
I was sitting down on something, and you went, "Oh, that's a cool pick," and then we ended up just like getting on and talking, and I was just like, "What a dude!" And like everything he's done on that show, because I watched the show before I went on it. Do you know what I mean? To see what was going on, and like everything he's done is just amazing. Sorry, I don't want to like
Keep going. I'm loving this.
So my first experience of the Arrowverse, because obviously Constantine was an NBC show and it wasn't in that world, was working with Paul and all those people, and that's then what has kept me blonde all these years. and I have nothing but gratitude for that. And your generosity on set that day and when I worked was
Well, it was great watching you work, I tell you. It's very, very amusing. Just like now. You haven't changed a bit, love.
Oh, I know it.
Except your blonde hair.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question?
Who do you want back?
Who would you like to have back?
Yeah, let's get Wentworth back.
Wentworth.
Did you enjoy that panel?
I did. That was really neat. And they all were there. We weren't sure who
Is
all
that
was
all
gonna be
6
here.
guests that were
I think
here?
that's all that were here, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. So I showed you a couple clips. They were very, very good. Man, it's already this again. So yeah, it was a very good panel. Hope you enjoyed the clips. They were funny. And that's quite a cast of the different Arrow and I think Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow shows. No Supergirl and no Flash, even though they all cross over. So that was fun. We're now down in the bottom of the Hilton, which we've been at a couple times. And there's a panel here. Let's see what it's called. Play All, the psychology of a binge viewer. That we're going to go see here shortly. So I'll show you a clip or two of that. And then after that, I have my panel with a couple other folks on Lost and Fringe and how the alternate realities, alternate timelines in those shows make the show better. So that'll be my other panel tonight that I'll go to after this. So hopefully you enjoy clips, Victoria. I'm sure we'll take some clips of that I can put on. And, you know, these are more the things you normally hear me talk about. Some of the other things we've seen are just pure fan panels, people asking, what's your favorite moment on set or something to an actor. These are going to be like deeper dives into things and, you know, the psychology of things and stuff like that, which I enjoy, as you know. So let's do it.
Aspect of it as well. So like if you're watching a show and you're really relating to this character and you're you've really just like gone into the zone on the show, the things that character goes through, your brain kind of lights up in the same way as if you're going through it. And sometimes we just like having those experiences.
And just so you guys know, there is a question and answer mic, so if you, during the conversation, have a question that you'd like to ask, you're welcome to step up to the mic and I'll work you in. Does binge watching have a similar effect to other experiences that we go through? Like you were talking about the convention, so what are some other psychological comparisons that you can make to other things that you do?
I mean, I think that the literature and the research that exists, which I'm also like more good science on geekdom, because good science on geekdom is like a great thing. But the most, I think, common and I think also kind of facile and not terribly intriguing similarity that happens in the literature is around addiction. And it's a challenging fit because addiction is a very complex physiological as well as psychological condition. And so I like to think about, kind of compulsive behaviors which occur on a spectrum. And that spectrum is just from like less to more intrusive. And so that would be, I think, where we find things. Like if we map out human behavior itself tends to be pretty value neutral with the exception of some like outlier behaviors, which are the ones I do at work all day. But like, fortunately, most human behavior is context and intention specific. So we can do it in a way that's like really adaptive, or we can do it in a way that's really not. and it just sort of depends on what our intention going into it is and what the context is. But so you can map binge watching into things that are more compulsive, things that we have less sort of control of, things that impact our lives negatively in terms of social functioning or other things. But you can just as easily map it into stuff as you were talking about that's actually tremendously pro-social, really connective, builds empathy, builds a stronger sense of self and connection to others, which I think is especially true in marginalized communities. And I think when you pair that with social media, it gets really interesting. So binge watching does create an interesting terrain upon which I think we get to interrogate a lot of other really compelling pop culture behaviors.
I like what you were saying about context, because as I was reading, not even all of the literature about binge watching, but just some of it to kind of get me into it, what I wanted from some kind of study was to compare binge watching with binge reading, because I remember being a kid and the newest book for the series of Unfortunate Events came out, and my mom took me to the store, and then I stayed up all night and I read it, and no one worried about me as a kid, because they were like, oh, you only slept 2 hours last night, but you read, so that's really cool. Now I do it and they're like, are you depressed? And so it is based on context and how things are being looked at.
Reading such a good example.
Well, did you enjoy that panel?
It did. I went up and told them afterwards I feel like I should get CEUs for my job.
Yeah, that's in Victoria's career.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It was good. Go ahead. It was good. There's just so many different things that you can go to and see and do at Dragon Con. Anything. And that was really good to hear some more intellectual discussion. I enjoyed that. So next is my own panel. So the next clips you'll see will be some Victoria takes. And this is on the alternate universes and realities of Lost and Fringe. I'm sure it'll also just become a Lost and Fringe discussion in general. But hopefully it's good.
To Lost and Fringe, Other Realities. My name is Sue. I'm your moderator today. I am outside of Dragon Con. I'm one of the hosts of Women at Warp. We are a feminist Star Trek podcast on the Roddenberry Podcast Network. I have cards, but I didn't get them out of my bag. So if you want one, let me know, and I'll get it out at the end. And I will ask my panelists to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jess, and I am the co-host of the Tomorrow's Legends podcast. We talk about Legends of Tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, I have cards up here. I'm also podcasted about Legion on Automatic for the People, which is typically a Mr. Robot podcast. So if you're interested in either one of those, you can check me out there.
My name's Brian. I go by Big Dub on the internet, BIGDV. I have a YouTube channel with weekly episodic stuff. My day job has me on the road significantly. Basically every week I'm somewhere, and I'm fortunate enough to get to visit cons and shows and go to places like Funko headquarters or wherever while being paid for by work, and then just take a 30-minute drive and go do things. So I try to document all that on a kind of an episodic nature. YouTube.com/BigDub. And I have a lot of collecting, and it crosses over everything. So you can find me there.
Awesome. So as you saw in the app or program guide or wherever you found this panel, this is Lost and Fringe Other Realities. So we're not necessarily going to be talking detailed plot points on this panel, but more about the alternate universes of these series and how they're used and how they compare. And the first thing that came to mind for me, of course, knowing my area of Trek expertise, is that our classic example of an alternate universe is Star Trek, our mirror universe, our evil doppelgangers. But also there was another timeline created when J.J. Abrams came in and directed some Trek movies. So, I mean, there is quite a thread here with J.J. So why do you think that this is a trope or a storyline that, as a creator, he continues to come back to?
Oh, that's funny. I mean, I think it's kind of gotten popular, in the recent culture. I think a lot of people are kind of looking to explore those alternate histories. I know personally that's kind of what drives me towards it. And you kind of start asking those what if questions, and you kind of want to see you can go maybe down a certain path, and then you change that one thing, what would happen if I did that? And so I personally, that's why I am drawn to these things, and I think that's why people keep going back to it, because it allows you to tell a very similar story, but put a completely different spin upon it. And I wonder, and I think that definitely was the case, for JJ specifically with Star Trek, it's because he was wanting to, well, in my opinion, I think maybe do more of an homage and do a retelling without change, yes, he made changes, but not without completely trying to invalidate the first one. And I'm actually a fan of the new Star Trek movies. I know that's a relatively unpopular opinion, but I think he did a decent job in kind of capturing a new group of Star Trek fans in a way.
I think our human nature is to ask that question, right? When our life is a series of choices ultimately, and how often, whether it's consequential or not, you think back and go, well, what if I had done this, or what if I had made a different choice or gone a different route or taken another job? What would have happened? And certainly Marvel Comics has been doing this for a long time. The What If series of one-shot comics that now, they just introduced it. They're going to do the animated show on the What Ifs on their own platform. But the one that's popular right now is What If Jane had wielded the hammer of Thor, which just became its own comic series for 4 or 5 years. It didn't have to be a What If, but it was originally, 40 years ago, a one-off. And I think it's just the nature of human storytelling and human thought process is, what if I had done something different? So I think it does speak to us. But I would say in the Lost world originally, I was not processing that as an alternate reality as it live was happening. We didn't know necessarily. A lot of, the whole time in Lost we were confused on that, I think, to an extent, as it was happening live. When you learn it's a flashback or whatever, it could have been revealed as an alternate reality or a different world, and we wouldn't have known the difference at the time, I think, as it's come. But, I just think that our brain likes that. Our brain likes to ask that question. When it happened in Fringe, and it's certainly not the real world, but it feels like the real world. There's people doing regular jobs, they're scientists, they're doctors, they're detectives, and you see the consequences of different choices and the environmental things. And I remember the first time you see that other world, you're just like, whoa. And then when it shows the Twin Towers, I think was the first time you realize, oh, this is something different. I felt like that was more effective than in the comic book world, where we just expected you can hand wave it off because it's comic book stuff. It doesn't have to make a lot of sense. They really tried in French, I feel like, to make it, in the nature of the story they were telling, make sense.
So I hope Victoria took clips.
A couple, yeah.
And I put them before this. That was a fun panel. I at least had a good time. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Victoria was looking at her phone the whole time, so I don't think she
I
enjoyed it.
was taking pictures of the video and posting on Instagram.
So I do have a card. Jess was one of the girls that was with me, and I enjoyed it. And we saw her in a Legion panel, actually. She's very good. She has a Legends of Tomorrow fan podcast. So that's her information there, which I'm hopeful you can see. If not, let me read it to you. tomorrowlegends.libsyn.com. The Twitter is @tomorrowlegends. I imagine if you put Tomorrow Legends into podcast app, you'll find it. But if you want to find it, just leave in the comments. I'll help you find it. But she was really good. And both the people I was doing it with, but she actually has a podcast I could share with you, so I wanted to share that with you. And now we're going to Yule Ball, I believe, yeah? All right, Harry Potter time. Back in the Marriott, just a couple levels down from the main madness. That's the big line to get into the Yule Ball. But we'll go in there in a minute. We'll hang out. We got a popsicle. We're gonna have our popsicle, and then we'll go in. Yule Ball 2019. Are you excited?
I just saw Professor McGonagall doing this, so yes.
What about this guy that's wearing post-its and underpants as a costume? You like it? Hey! Victoria's having a good time dancing with the Hogwarts professors. Are you ready? Do it with us now. Whoa! We're halfway there. Whoa! Living on a prayer. Walking by yourself. Give us a little shake now. A little shake. All right, we're exiting the Yule Ball, and there are all these people trying to get into the Yule Ball. It is a very hopping party right now, so I'm glad we got in there when we did. Because it's cracking lacking in there. Did you have fun at the Yule Ball? I don't know how much footage I kept in, able to keep in. That's Beauty and the Beast, I think, right? Because of copyright stuff that I'll try to put a bunch in, but looked like you had a good time.
Oh, I had a great time. It's really
disapproving fun. Snape finally approved of something. And played The Bad Touch, which was an unexpected song for the Bloodhound Gang.
It was a lot of fun. I at one point was dancing with Hagrid holding Dragon Egg, Snape, and McGonagall, and it was wonderful.
So that was fun. It's pretty late. It's getting it's like 11. We're gonna work our way back to the room and one more trip through the madness of Dragon Con for this year. So here we go.
We'd only ate that little burger you saw us eat earlier from the Hyatt, so we grabbed they got like a concession stand right outside the Harry Potter party. There you see Tetris blocks trying to get into the party. All here. Tetris. Yes, hey, touch it. So we're gonna eat this before we start the journey. One last look at the Hilton. Surprisingly tame at the Hilton. Our final nighttime trip through the Marriott. There we have Barbie Ross, which is wonderful. That's great. I thought you wanted to meet Barbie Ross. We got Maverick, Top Gun.
final evening Skybridge voyage. We'll probably walk through these places tomorrow, but it won't be nearly as crowded. Monday is an official day. The con officially goes till 5 p.m., but most people are headed out. But we'll be doing some stuff tomorrow, so there'll still be action tomorrow, but it won't look like this. So, walking a bunch of Hogans from Marriott into the Hyatt. And our next stop will be our hotel. Hyatt's still working. It's not a party hotel like it used to be since the Hilton was added. Oh, Jeopardy with Turd Ferguson. Wonderful. Oh. Hyatt, you often see a lot of great cosplay because it's not quite as busy. There's not a DJ and stuff. So the really big cosplayers will kind of hang out and let you take pictures here, which is cool. Another tip. Do you ever come? Biggest tip I can give you if you want to come to Dragon Con. As you're watching this video, it's probably near the end of September. Right now, buy your ticket. They get more expensive. And if you want to stay in the Hilton, Westin, Marriott, Hyatt, or Sheraton, right now you need to be reserving your room, inquiring about Dragon Con rates and all that, because they sell out a year in advance, practically. Oh, Peter Porker! Yay! Another day of Dragon Con in the books. And we are back at our hotel room. Victoria, did you have a good day?
I did. It was a very good day.
We did a lot. This is the first time we've been back to the room all day, so it was a good day. Have another good day tomorrow. Probably be the end of the video tomorrow because this video has got to be quite long, but I'm probably going to leave it one video no matter what, unless it's 5 hours. So talk to you in the morning. Yes. Hello one more time from the Aloft Hotel. That's not a very good view of the side of the parking deck in Midtown Atlanta for Dragon Con. We are basically packed. We have the room to 4 o'clock because of my status, which is nice, but we'll go ahead and have the car packed up, and that way we don't have to come back up here if we don't need to, but we'll keep the room in case we need a place to crash for a little while. I mean, it's almost noon. We slept in, and it takes a while to get all your stuff packed up when you're here for almost a week like I've been, so you gotta get situated. Really, the only thing we have on the agenda is to go back to the shopping. I have some more art to pick up. One final pass through, see if there's anything we want. We may go to one panel. Probably no others, and maybe not even that one because it's like forever down in the Sheraton. It's like the long walk, and I'm all set on the long walk right now, but we may do it. But our car is right here by the shopping, so we also may shop and dip. That is a thing that can happen. So what we'll do is we'll take you through. I'll bring Victoria back to her car. We'll say goodbye to Victoria. She goes back to the ether, and then I'll go home and recap. I'm sleepy. Are you sleepy?
I am physically tired, yes. I'm not sleepy.
My body hurts.
Yeah.
But let's go take a walk in the sun.
Even though it may seem busy walking into the shopping, there was no line to get in out there, which is way better. Pretty sure I haven't shown you this. It seems to be plastic or metal kind of wall art and display art by Captain America. The Worthy Captain. That's cool. Nice.
So Victoria picked me up some of that metal art for a birthday present. So I got a sack and that Victoria got me, and I'll show it to you when I get back to the house because it would be quite challenging. Victoria's going to stop here. Oh, at the Night Phoenix Designs. Look at a little jewelry.
I like these. These are lockets. We got like Thor's hammer with the inscription. Doctor Who stuff. Game of Thrones. Targaryen. And non-Targaryen. These are like charm bracelets. Oh, Hamilton. Something wrong? This is called Night Phoenix Designs right there. These are cool. Affordable too. $20 or 2 for $30. Charm bracelets if you want to, for yourself or for someone in your life, you want to get a Storm charm bracelet. It's pretty cool.
Still pretty busy. Quite busy in here. just not as hard to get in, but there's still many people. The show's still going strong. We're back at the Ultra Sabers. I don't need one though. I've got a lightsaber at home. A Black Series. These are a lot better than the Black Series ones. Not licensed, so you get a lot more for your buck. But not today.
Last day at a con, you got slash prices. $79 hold, $50 flutter shirt, $50 at air dust, $60 blade, $90 dark side. Slashing them. Got another look here. Punisher down there, $50. Dark side, $75. Another one, $75. Still Iron Man, $50. Sideshow. If they were the Asmus, they'd be coming home with me. It's not Sideshow though. Cheap.
I did end up buying things from that booth. I bought the brand new John Bernthal Mezco Punisher that's $80. I don't even have yet for $45. And I know for a fact that costs $60 to them. I know that. I got the PX die-cast blue Iron Man Mezco that I already have for $45. It was like $90, $95. And then I got the Rick Grimes 15th anniversary set that I already have that I paid, what did I pay for that? Like $100 from Skybound for $10. So, I don't know.
We return to Victoria's excited for another barbecue Sunday, yes?
Yes.
Barbecue Sunday. Victoria's mixing the pickles and the barbecue sauce and the mac and cheese and the baked beans and the chicken. I got some stew also. How is it?
It's good.
I don't remember if I showed you this booth yesterday. Oh, there's a 191. I need that Walking Dead maybe. Comics and lots of legends and loose toys, and it's like a U-shaped booth. It's kind of an unusual one. It's pretty good. A lot of random stuff. May look through those Walking Dead comics. Didn't pick anything up there. We're at this Dragon booth. Dragonettes. I like those Dragonettes. Look at the purple. And all these little dragons. Team Spirit Dragon. Oh, Ohio State Dragon. No. Remember if I showed you this yesterday. Artist's Choice. They got all these boxes. What appears to be original pages of various artists, which is not something I don't think I've ever seen in mass like that before. It's kind of cool.
So like I just showed you in that clip, we're up in the Artist Alley, which is, I think, 14 rows of art, and it gets wider. I have a commission left from Dan that we're about to pick up, and I got Victoria a birthday present from him that she has no idea what it'll be. So we're going to go pick those up, and that's probably going to be the last clip of the actual convention, because once we have those in our hands, we'll walk back to the car, and then we're going to leave. No panel, because the panel's happening right now, and we're 20 minutes away from there. So we're only 5 minutes from the car.
That's good.
So we're going to go pick up our art. I'll show you that, and go from there. Are you excited?
I am.
I hope he has it.
Right, there he is over there. He's got several people at his table. Hopefully he's done. I think he is. He's talking to some folks. Piles of food. That table's busy. Are you excited to see what you get?
Yeah, I am.
What do you think it's going to be? Deadpool duck?
That would be very surprising indeed.
Would you be sad about that?
I didn't say it would be sad. I said it would be surprising. I would just be surprised.
You'd weep?
No, I would just be like, huh, okay.
What if it's Deadpool the duck and thong underpants?
That would be my reaction.
Would you weep then?
Probably not weep, no. Just be like, oh, huh.
Are you excited?
I'm excited, yeah.
I think it's you're gonna like it. It's actually sitting right there. It's that Zoo. Right there. He had it sticking up over there.
I don't believe that's true.
Oh, you don't want it?
I don't think that's what it is.
Okay. Victoria's gonna see hers first.
You want to see yours first?
Yes,
Sure.
this is her birthday present.
Put it in a bag. So this was a mega commission. Happy birthday, ish.
Just 12, yeah, 10, 12 days away. What do you think?
It's wonderful.
So good.
Oh my.
Look at disapproving Snake.
He was disapproving last night
He
too.
was. God, that's so good.
It's wonderful.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That is so good. Thank you, Dan. And my final commission from Dan, a very important one to me, the issue that Rick gets shot, the second to last Walking Dead issue. Rick with me, and I love it so much. I'll show you Dan's information there, and if you follow me on social media, I've tagged him on all this. Let's look through his flip book, some of his examples. Oh, you made a wedding cover. That's cool. Did they use that on like their program or whatever?
Yeah, that was like I think their program, and like it was a centerpiece for their table there.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
He has these. Have I ever shown you these? He has these House Stark. You had prints of them one year, right? Or maybe I just saw them. Did somebody commission all these?
Yeah, because they
maybe
were.
I was here I saw them. But you have all of them, right?
No, I did. No, I just did those two. It was for one person.
Maybe it was mine. Maybe I was thinking about it. I was kind of kidding.
Yeah, you're like,
the Hall of Armor. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever had prints of any of those because they're all just commission examples. I might have had prints of one of them, but I think
the Martian Thanos. That's mine and my home.
Yeah, you know that one.
I know that one. That's my home. Also, that's. Have you gotten that a couple times?
One of them saw the other one and set up like that, but different
Kirby's.
Yeah.
So these are all commissions you've done?
Yeah.
Prints of those? Or
Yeah,
like just your examples?
Yeah, just so people know like my range basically.
Yeah. Surfer. That's also my home.
Yeah, this is like your greatest hits package.
Yeah.
Plus some other people.
Yeah. All over the place. And I'm sure you do stuff. If people contact you on your website, you'll do commissions that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dan's the man. We love him.
Fast forward, and we are at the MARTA station in Decatur, Kensington MARTA station. Here comes the police. And Victoria's getting in her vehicle, and she's going to head home, and I'm going to head home. We spent a lot of time talking with Dan at the end there. Victoria liked her commission. I liked my commission. All of my commissions. Very fun. So I left his information. I showed you through his sketchbook. He's got great work. He's reasonable with his prices. And whether you like poo stuff or regular stuff, he can make your vision come true. So I'd encourage that. I have a lot of his art. Victoria, your final thoughts on Dragon Con?
It was a lot of fun. It's been so long and so much, it's kind of hard to even
Should people come to Dragon Con?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a thing you should experience. It is like I think I told you in an earlier clip. As you're watching this video now, it's time to be planning it. You need to be looking to buy your hotel, buy your airfare if you're flying.
Yeah, and if you buy your tickets early, it's cheaper.
Way cheaper. But your main expense is your hotel, and they're going to be sold out by the time October, November comes.
Yeah.
Unless you're very lucky. So. Especially if you want to stay in one of the ones we showed you the most, the Marriott, the Hyatt, the Hilton, the Sheraton, the Westin, they're all going to sell out. And they're going to have, it's going to be like getting an exclusive action figure. They're going to go on sale for like 5 minutes and be gone. So pay attention to their websites, pay attention to Dragon Con's social media, and they'll tell you. There's a Facebook group called Dragon Con Hotel Connection, and they have all the information there. It's quite a thing. It's unlike any convention you could have ever been to. You know, so you've been to a lot of conventions this year. Toylanta, Atlanta Comic-Con, Bubba Fest, and now Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Can you even compare those other three to this?
No, this is its own thing. It's just its own thing.
Yeah, it is your entire life for the week you're here.
Yeah.
And it's all encompassing, it's all consuming. And it is impossible. Like somebody I was on a podcast with said their goal was to try to see one panel from each of the tracks. And they actually could not do it. There was not enough hours.
Yeah, you can't do everything. There's too much.
Even just one of everything. So it's just a lot to do. So Victoria's going to head home, and I'm going to head home, and I'll show you the art we picked up today and one the video. So any final words? Barbecue Sunday.
Yeah, that was good.
Just like that, back home. No more Dragon Con. I've unloaded. I'll show you the haul that I picked up, and then we'll do a little recap. We'll start over here. I've got some just frames and stuff that I'll need many more of for everything I got. So this is the metal art that you saw us looking at I picked up. Got a Targaryen sigil. Actually, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 7 pieces of metal art Victoria got for me for my birthday. So thank you, Victoria. I love them. Punisher, Skull, Spider-Man, Thor's Hammer, Targaryen, Slytherin, Flash, and then a Dragon Con. And these are metal that I'll probably mount with command strips, and they'll float and look good. These are the 3 figures that I told you that I picked up. The 15th anniversary Rick Grimes box set, and then the 2 Mezco. So those are great. Kimberly, my older sister, gave me No Man's Sky for PS4 for my birthday, and we will be playing that together. Here is Dan's cardigan, in case you missed that. Beardo Comics. And this is Fandom Metalworks, right there. That's where these items come from. I got a bunch, 12 new prints from Dan's Pile of Poo. You can just see a couple of them there. Mario, you got Pokemon, Nightmare Before Christmas. There's 12 different ones in there. I'll have these all up for the next video. Hopefully you can see them then. Way back when I was at Oxford, I got that Scotty Young cover for David. I got this from Adam Fields, a connecting cover. It's a commission. Here's from Dan, my connecting Thor covers, and my 2 Walking Dead covers from Dan. If you remember at Oxford, I picked up the D23 cover. Big box of Thor comics. And these are the other regular comics that I picked up. So I think I did pretty good. Didn't go too over the top. And lots of art. That's what I was looking for this time. Lots of commissions, lots of art. And that's what makes me happy. I was going to come in the arcade and do my wrap up in here. And it looks like the Joker's been here. And judging as how there's a shelf now here with my statues that I've bought recently on it, I believe that David is the Joker. And he came and set up my friends for me while I was at Dragon Con. Oh, a little card. Look at the friends. These are Tweeterhead statues that I picked up on our trip to Michigan. And I love them. And there's a big box. Oh my. Let's open the box. I opened the box, and considering that's the first thing I saw, I thought I should turn on the camera and see. Because that appears to be a very large unicorn onesie. Ooh. So I've got the 3 sub boxes there, but I've not sheeted. I'm going to start at this one. Let's see. There's more boxes. All right. Pause that. Let's try again now. This appears to be like a box of RAM or a sound card. Let's see. Oh. All right, we finally have got to a present. Glow sticks. Well, I think those go with that, probably. There's also the Goku bag, the shopping bag from GameStop, which I like that bag. Let's see what's in this. Is it going to be a sound card? Oh, squeezable dart. So I could squeeze it with the glow sticks and the onesie. All right. This is, I feel like this is telling a story that I'm not sure what the story is. Let's unwrap this present. Well, of course, that box was wrapped, and I cut the tape, but I didn't peek. It's going to be like a Motorola old flip phone. Oh, nope. Can't show you yet what's in here. Oh, maybe I can. Oh. Oh, I see it. Mikey has a Batman figure. Let me open it. Yay. I'm glad I didn't buy that. Now I have it. Man, those look good too. I know he just picked those up.
That's a temptation. I'm gonna like have a weird rave with all of this put together, I believe. How silly was I to think that I could just open that and that would be nope, 2 more layers to unwrap. Well, let's see. Down to what I think is the last layer of wrapping. Well, a box as well. But then maybe the last layer. Maybe it's chocolate covered cherries. Maybe. Probably loud. Let me cut the tape. I have cut the tape. I have not peeked. All right. Well, oh wait, I'm almost there. It's a slab. Can I get it without? Oh, one moment. I have it, but I haven't turned it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Avengers number 5. Visions of Tomorrow, slab 9.8. Oh my goodness, signed by Paul Bettany. Look at that. Oh. That's so cool. Wow. Thank you, David. That is a wonderful birthday present. How cool is that? I love Vision. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Dub Life. It's a long one. I don't know. I haven't done any editing whatsoever. I'm just confident it's pretty long. It's got to be over an hour and a half. It may well be 3 hours. So if you're still watching, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you had a good time. Dragon Con. It is unlike any convention I've been to, and I've been to a lot. I've been to New York Comic Con. I've been to lots of stuff. It's just different because it's fan run. It's not corporate run. It's not run by, Reed Pop or any of those convention runners. It's run by fans for fans. The people aren't paid to be there, the guests. They are there for the fans. And it is not in a convention hall. It is across 5 hotels and a exhibitors hall. I guess that's a hall, but that's not where the con is. And the whole city. So it never ends. There are activities every minute of the day, starting around noon on Thursday, ending at 5 p.m. on Monday. It's great. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did a Dragon Con video last year. If you want to check that out, that was with David and Damien and I. We did a lot of stuff on that. You can see, if you compare the 2 videos, completely different than what Victoria and I did. And there are probably 100, 200 different ways you could do this con. So check it out. Again, if you want to go next year, reach out to me if you need to, if you really are serious, and I can show you how to do that. But you got to buy hotel rooms now. You got to buy tickets now. It's the way to do it. So I hope you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed taking you along for the ride. Next week will be a lot more chill. I thought next week David and I were going to put this shelf up and put these statues up, but he did that already. So we'll probably fill in the bottom of these and hopefully just have some time to hang out and play in the arcade. So I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. Squeeze it.